And we're live. Welcome to Lies You'll Enjoy. We've been gone a minute, but we are back here to play indie TTRPGs and tell you lies. My name's Anthony, as you can see from down here, and that is Kurt. Hi, Kurt.
That's true. But I've recently learned that the actual cursive being used here is being interpreted a very different way.
It's true.
And so I should be updating.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah,
and
please
if you're
cover
reading it right
this.
now, just don't look. Just don't look
Don't
down
look
there.
at
It
that
is
part.
hurt. Don't look. Don't look.
Don't think about it.
Don't think about it. Don't look. Shh.
We're back,
Please.
Kurt. How does it feel?
Good. Good right now. Like it took until right now. Because once you're out of the habit, you're like, whew, I'm gonna have to put on my clothes again,
Yeah.
my clothes that I was wearing. And then you put them on and they're comfortable and you start doing thing and it feels right.
It feels good.
But there's a moment, the moment when you're like, I'm not wearing those clothes right now. I'm wearing something else. I'm a different guy right now.
Yeah.
You know?
I often feel that when we've been away for a little bit, and then I'm like, I think I know how to do this, but it's not until I'm in the water that I know. It actually does feel like jumping in the water, where you're like, I couldn't tell you how to swim, but once I'm in there, I'll probably figure it out.
Yeah. Yeah. It's funny because this event, oh wait, we have a standard
Yeah, sorry, do the thing.
little patter that I should say. If you're joining us for the first time, or if you're watching this VOD and you're trying to figure out when the heck do these guys start playing City of Winter, please feel free to scrub on forward on the bar on the bottom here until you reach 3 people, because we are going to be joined by our third lovely player, Amanda. And until she's here, we're not playing this game. We're in fact just yapping, just catching up, just having a little chit chat. So if you want to stick around and hear that, we are more than happy to have you. And if you don't, that's fine too. You don't have to stick around. You can just, skip on forward. Or if you're joining us right now live, you can come back later. That's fine.
That's totally fine.
That's totally fine.
We're just gonna hang out, catch up, spend a little bit of time. I just let Amanda know that we're here, we exist.
I see that you have, and I am grateful for it.
One of the reasons, yeah.
I was going to say, part of the reason that it's interesting having this context feel unfamiliar each time is that it does spill over into other contexts that I didn't invite it to.
I see.
So it's always there. I'll elaborate on that.
Sure.
I was playing a game online perhaps 2 days ago. In fact, exactly 2 days ago. And it was a game that I'd played before, For the Queen, incredible game. And online games, for those of you who may or may not have played them before, sometimes there can be sort of pauses, in between things. You're waiting to make sure that nobody has anything left to say, anything that they want to raise. And concurrently, if you don't have video, there's not like a natural sort of feed of people. You can't guess on body language. And so I found myself very tempted to initiate the next thing, okay, we've answered the question, because For the Queen is a game where you get asked a bunch of questions. Genius game, super simple.
So good.
And then you can ask follow-up questions. And if it had been, I don't know, 10 seconds without somebody asking a follow-up question, I'd be like, all right, next person in turn order. And 10 seconds, if you're live, is forever.
It's true. It's true.
That's forever. But if you're just sitting with friends, playing a lovely game, telling a lovely story, oh, it was so sad, how fun, I love that.
Oh, good. I'm so glad you were sad.
I'm so glad I was sad. Then what does it matter? You can wait another couple seconds, see if anybody's got something in the chamber that they want to get out.
But your instinct is to fill the gaps, because we spend so much time playing on here.
Yeah, and because I'm used to relying on the cues of seeing you, right? Seeing Amanda.
Is it common for people to play games like that without video? Is that?
I would say quite common. Yeah. If I run games, I tend to make them video mandatory because it helps me a lot when I have the visual feedback.
Yeah.
Which is ironic because absolutely not that person in the workplace. don't make
Not a video on guy.
I am by necessity, but I would never choose it, right? Like
This makes sense.
that's a performance.
Yeah.
Um, Whereas I feel like it's more important to have the social cues if you're telling a collaborative story, as opposed to if you're all individually providing, I don't know, work updates.
Yeah. That's fair. That's fair. I love my video on, but in all contexts, but especially for a game, I think it feels important. I think I don't know to get a read on people. I remember when I
Sure.
was, I guess like maybe early pandemic or something. I was like really into D&D, and I was trying to find new ways of playing D&D. So I like tried to do one of the like online groups that like of not people who don't know each other, just on one of those platforms.
Right.
And I didn't realize that the norm was to not have video, and so it's just like a bunch of like voices and like a playmat. And I could not. I don't know. It just, especially in like a game like Dungeons and Dragons where not everybody speaks all the time. You know, like somebody might be quiet for a long time. It's
Yes.
just like
Yeah.
there's no way of knowing who's there or who you're talking to, and if they're not your friends, you don't even know. Like you don't have any mental model of who they are.
Are they there?
Yeah, it's weird.
Are they there? I've done that. That's actually maybe what turned me on to the video side. Not pandemic. It was actually before then because I was trying a variety of different systems in this one shot group. Hey, Joker.
Yeah. Hi,
And
Joker.
I just found that like I disengaged from the session if I wasn't like looking at people, if I wasn't present physically, you know, I might. And granted, part of this it ties into my biases, right? I'm not a huge like dice combat kind of
Yeah.
person, and so if there was a dice combat stretch, and that can last a few hours, right? Um, what am I doing? You're not really doing anything between your turns. You're just kind of waiting for the other people to swing their stick.
Yeah, and if you don't have if you don't have any like video even to engage with, I think it's really easy to like check out. Hi, Otto.
Hey, Otto,
Cool.
look at that wiggle.
Yeah. Whoa. Entrancing.
Yeah, I'm just staring. I'm just staring at this emoji.
It does. It feels like it's been a really long time since we've seen you all in chat. So thanks you come back. I guess. Hmm. So we've only missed 1 week.
Technically, we've only missed 1 week. You and I were here.
We were here
2 weeks ago.
Okay. So I felt like it's been a long time, but yeah, I see. For those who are viewing, one of the reasons why I feel like it's been so long is I went to Amsterdam for the last week, so I've been like seeing the world and very out of my context, and you know how that like makes time elongate. I think because there's much novelty, so your brain is very active and fills in a lot of space and time. So it feels to me like it's been an age since I was last here.
Of course. Now, are you a museum traveler kind of person? Did you go to museums or did you just soak up the local environment and go like,
We did go to museums. We only went to art museums, but there's a really nice art museum in Amsterdam called the Rijksmuseum. And like, I don't know, I think Holland's got pretty good artists. They've got Vermeer and Van Gogh and Rembrandt, which is like a pretty good trio.
I mean, that's a heck of a trio.
It's
It's no septet.
septet.
Yeah, you know, like a group of seven
Seven.
artists.
I see.
It's a little Canadian art joke for all of you who are on the edges of your seat waiting to hear about the history of art in Canada.
How's Amsterdam? Thanks for asking, Otto. It was really fun. We got to see the girl with the pearl earring. In fact, we like that Vermeer painting, kind of famous. One of my friends I was traveling with was like really obsessed. He was like, "I love this painting. I've loved this painting for my whole life. I'm obsessed." And so we found out that it was just like in the next city over, The Hague, which is the capital of Holland, the Netherlands. And so we were like, okay, we have to go. And so we devoted a whole day to like traveling to this painting. And I think just like, it's a good painting. It's definitely a good painting. I don't know how much paintings can be objectively good, or if it's really kind of more like a meme that you just like, some people like a painting and then other people like a painting and it kind of just snowballs. But like, because we'd spent an entire day traveling to it and like walking across the city, and like we'd spent so much effort on it. As we spiraled through the whole museum up to the top floor where it was. So there was even more build up, and then we like walked into the room and we were like, oh my god. We were like, our breath was taken away. We were amazed. And so maybe it was like all like really good placebo, but like good placebo, you know? Very enjoyable placebo.
Right. I mean, anything that there is a magic element to seeing art in real life. And I felt it most recently a year ago when I went to the Winnipeg Museum of Art. I don't think it's called the Winnipeg Museum of Art.
I wonder what it's called.
But there is a big art gallery in Winnipeg, which I was visiting at the time, and it was really beautiful. Also, hi, Mikey. Also, Otto, yes, a quarter pounder with cheese in France, which I assume you thought of because Europe, not all Europe.
I mean, we were pretty close to France, to be honest.
Gruyere cheese.
Is that what it is?
Yeah. It's not only France that calls it that. They call it that in other places. I think maybe also like Belgium.
Maybe even the Netherlands.
But not, yeah, it's not a quarter pounder. Which honestly, let's be real, quarter pounder, people aren't great at that anyway. If you sold a third pounder, people I think would think that it was less.
But you certainly can't call it a quarter pounder because I don't know what pounds are.
I don't know who knows what pounds are and what pounds aren't. I find like I don't even understand here when people use imperial versus metric. I grew up here and I still don't know. And part of it's the age of a person. Like my parents will still tell you what the weather is outside in Fahrenheit. I don't know what that means. No, wait. Weather outside, they use Celsius. Weather inside, they use Fahrenheit.
Oh, I do actually know people like that. I'm in fact dating one of them. She loves using Fahrenheit. And I'm like, I don't know what that means.
That's how it goes.
Topic Sorcery says the only Canadian art I know is the Edmonton wall murals. And I'll admit, I'm uncultured. I don't know what these Edmonton wall murals are. Instagrammable walls of Edmonton.
Me neither.
Okay, cool. There's like some like sick street art. I guess I should spend more time in Edmonton. I have been recently.
Edmonton's got some things going for it, I think.
Oh, it's cool.
I never visited when a family member was living in Edmonton, but
I love family member.
You know, family member. You all know family member. You all love family member. We all have one. Am I right? A waka waka waka.
Oh, there's some really good wall murals. Okay, I see what you're saying. Yeah, I got a lot of questions about Quebec while I was in Europe. People wanted to know about its separatism and how it handled French and things. I think because recently the CEO of Air Canada stepped down because he didn't speak French in a speech. And I think I guess this was big enough news that some of the Europeans knew about it. And the Europeans were very confused. They were like, what does it matter? Why would he have to have spoken French? I don't understand. Do people not understand English? What are you talking about?
Some don't.
Some don't. That's true.
In case anyone's wondering, Anthony has had to say this already several times, I'm sure, over the past week or so. So I'll explain it. Quebec has had to fight really, really hard to retain their language because they are a singular enclave of said language within North America. And unlike in Mexico, where there's an entire country that shares that language with you, France had partial colonization of Canada, and essentially they kept Quebec. And there's like some French speakers in other areas. Certainly New Brunswick has plenty of French speakers. Certainly there are Franco-Ontarians and people in Manitoba and the prairies who speak French as their first language, but it is mostly concentrated in Quebec. And if you're part of a larger series of 9 other regions, and all of those are more or less English dominated, you find yourself becoming a little bit radicalized about your language.
Yeah. I think once I explained that in a bit more detail, then most of the Europeans were like, oh yeah, no, that makes sense. It's like in Spain you've got Catalan, which is like a language that's only spoken in one region, and they kind of hate everybody else because nobody respects their culture. And I learned about the Frisians, who it's a province of the Netherlands that speaks Frisian. Frisian is super weird because it sounds even more like English than Dutch does, and Dutch already sounds like you're someone speaking English, but you don't still quite understand what they're saying. Like you just can't quite hear them. But Frisian is even more like that, which is pretty funny for my English brain. I'm like, I think you're speaking to me. I feel like I should be able to understand it, but I can't.
Yeah, fair enough. I know less about Frisia and more about East Frisia. And the
East
reason for
Frisia.
that is, as almost always, some weird board game that someone made.
I see.
Yes, in Fields of Arle, the whole game is set in, I guess, a village in East Frisia, which is in Germany.
Oh, truly it is. Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Is Frisia just on the other side of there? Probably. Fun. I learned that Frisia, the province of Netherlands, has like 12 or something major cities, 12 or 14 major cities, and they organize a big bike ride through the entire set of cities like once a year. And then like
fun.
10,000 people ride their bikes in a huge loop around, and everyone's just like out in the streets partying as everybody goes on a big loop. And I was like, yeah, great, awesome, I want that. Why don't we do that?
Cool. Sick.
Also, King's Day is literally the king's birthday in the Netherlands. It's on April 28th.
So does it change if the king changes?
Yeah. So the king's grandmother had it on April 30th. That was her birthday. And so everybody would party on April 30th. And then I guess she died, and her daughter took over. And her birthday was in January, and everyone was like, we're not partying in January. That makes no sense. So I think this could be totally wrong. I think what I learned, I was probably drunk at the time. I think what I learned was that then she was like, okay, we can't use my birthday because that doesn't make sense. We'll use my son's birthday, who is the heir, and it's on April 28th. Yeah. And so, so I think that's the situation.
Gosh, that's funny. Mikey asks, is it, presumably French, heavily used in Quebec, or is it becoming a thing that's like fading out as time goes by? Definitely still heavily used.
Yeah.
Still very heavily used. In fact, to have a job with the federal government, which many people in my city, Ottawa, do, you are strongly encouraged to learn French, to speak French, to learn French if you want to be in a more prominent position. And that's partly because Ottawa is the federal capital, like Ottawa is the capital of Canada, and it's partly because Ottawa is it's a border city. It's really like half of Ottawa is in Quebec.
Yeah.
I'm simplifying because they are separate cities, but it's one like urban,
essentially
contiguous urban region that has buses that like cross over the several bridges in the city. Yeah. Long story short, still plenty of French. So, they did it, I guess. And everywhere in Canada has to learn French in elementary school. Oh, just as Otto said, elementary schools in Manitoba require 6 years of French. Elementary schools, I think, everywhere in Canada require French. And you have to take it until I think the end of until you hit puberty, basically.
And that's how they do it once your voice drops or whatever. Once you have armpit hair, you get excused from class. Cool.
Right. I guess I'll say yes. So some places start earlier. I think some places only start when you're like the fourth grade.
Oh, that's true, actually.
When you're in like the first
That's
grade.
a good point.
Also, Joker is ahead of the pack. It hasn't really happened yet, but hello, Raiders. We'll say it again in a moment when you actually come by.
Raiders,
Joker,
Raiders.
We see you.
It hasn't happened yet. It's gonna happen.
I have faith.
There it is. Hello, Raiders.
Hello, Raiders. Hello, Raiders. And of course, hello, our dearest Amanda.
Hi, Amanda.
Who may or may not yet be able to hear any of the words coming out of my mouth. Wow. Isn't that something?
Otto delighting me every single time with Raid. Hi, Daz.
I almost wish there was a little question mark. Raid?
Raid.
Can
we change our official raid to just the word raid? when we raid other places? Raid.
Yeah. What's all these capital letters that we're doing? We can just say raid.
We can be more efficient. Just tell them it's a raid. Raid.
Raid.
I see that everybody's got NASA icons. This is a cool new thing that's happening on Twitch that I wasn't aware of? That dads are
Uh
like your NASA icon.
I don't know where you're seeing it. Oh yeah, no, I see those. Yeah.
Yeah? Okay.
Oh, I guess did you folks like watch the event on Twitch? Did they
Ooh,
stream to Twitch? That's interesting.
that's
They
fun.
were playing it in the bar that I was at that night, which tells you a lot, I think, about the kind of bars that I go to.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. What is it? Is it the reentry?
No, this was well, I don't know.
Kickoff?
I can't speak for how the icons ended up on your profiles there, folks. But in my case, this was the takeoff, the launch.
That makes sense.
That would have happened on Wednesday of last week.
Yeah.
No, Wednesday of 2 weeks ago. Not the most recent Wednesday, but the one before that.
Interesting. Yeah, yeah, yeah. That makes sense. Yeah, yeah.
Because it was a 10-day,
That's correct.
10-day orbit around the moon, farther than any human has been from Earth before.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool. And they are back home now, right? Sorry, I've been a little bit out of.
Well, you haven't been home,
I know.
and they weren't going to your home anyway. Duncan says splashdown, and Daz says yes. Presumably, those are the opposite answers of what part of it gave you the icon. Splashdown did happen on Sunday.
Okay, nice, nice. Sunday at 7:30 p.m. EST. Cool. Oh wait, guys, people who live not in my city, I want to know: is the movie Nirvana the band, the show, the movie? Is this a thing that more people know about, or is this a Toronto thing? You don't know about it.
I can't be asked about pop culture and reliably respond.
Okay, it is kind of like niche indie pop culture, baby. So it's like in the direction that you might know. If anybody out there knows what I'm talking about, let me know because I'm just curious. I just saw it yesterday. This is kind of like weird, like nouveau cult movie. Like it kind of has a cult feeling around it, but it's entirely set in Toronto, with Toronto being kind of like a quote unquote major character, and so it is fun for me to watch because I'm like, oh my god, that's my Canadian Tire.
Yeah,
Yeah,
there you go. That is fun. I do love a little bit of filmed in Toronto action. Big fan of that.
pretty good.
Dig in the new handle, Kate. Nice to see you around again. Unless you're unrelated to the previous lane that has been our companion in previous streams, in which case, how interesting. But I doubt it because you don't have a little new badge. Riddle me that.
Aha, aha. I see.
I've got powers of deduction and I will occasionally use them.
Look at you go. Look at you go.
I know. That's what I
Update
bring
us,
to the
folks.
table.
How was Amanda's stream?
Yeah.
This is
Was
the
she winning, son?
you know, like when they used to do all those like post watch like TV specials, talkback episodes, or they'd be like Talking Dead and the little talk show after Walking Dead, so we can talk about what happened. This is that for Amanda's stream. Hello, Lane. We found you. We know who you
Today,
are.
Kate called me Mr. Watson for my deduction. First of all, I resent that. There are two of those, and that's the less impressive one. You could have said Sherlock, but I guess that one sounds less sarcastic, to be fair. Just say
It's
Watson.
true. Mr. Watson.
It's not like you're not roasting me, and that's pretty clear. However, I like it much better than what I was compared to earlier today when I started stealing people's handwriting.
What's that?
Well, okay. So I don't have like my understanding is that when most people write, they have like a default font.
Yeah.
That's just what they write like. I had illegible handwriting as a child. And so I got rid of that. And
Sure.
now I'm sort of like, I don't have a home font
You're
in my hand.
multilingual in handwriting?
I have to pick what my writing looks like.
Interesting. Whoa.
and
Wait, are you
so-
picking from a like discrete selection of like, oh, we've got like Kurt's 4 fonts. He's like a early Mac computer, or is it like it's Microsoft Word and it's 2016 and we have an infinite set?
So there's ones that I use more often, but today I did my little party trick, which is after I was talking about that, someone was like, that's wild. And then someone said, that sounds kind of like serial killer behavior. And I was like, just for that, I'm stealing your writing. And then I wrote out a note in there, handwriting, And then everybody wanted me to write out a note in their handwriting,
Oh my
kept
God.
posting little notes of their handwriting, and I kept posting little notes of their handwriting saying something else. Because that's
Whoa.
fun for me.
That is crazy, actually. I feel like this suggests that you have some sort of like visual memory
So
or like,
yeah, it's not a memory thing.
no.
It's but it you're close actually. So the way that it works is that I don't view writing just as the glyphs that it represents, but also as the physical like shapes, the outlines and the swirls and such.
Yeah.
And that's actually just a technique that I'd already picked up because that's how you learn how to draw.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That makes
Um,
sense.
so
Huh.
I just kind of the same skill set. I don't like how my writing looks. I'm going to change what the symbols look like. But then I opened the door,
Yeah.
right? And so I can already just sort of like, whoop, grab it. Um, yeah, I don't know. It's just
Oh.
there.
And you don't have any sense of like when you go to write a letter, you don't have like oh, I'm gonna fall into this groove of like this is how I make an E. Like you can just make it a fresh slate every time, or at least your default doesn't get in the way.
Yeah, it kind of depends on my mood. I would say that my cursive is less like, how you can buy a new pair of shoes and the first couple times you wear them isn't as good. I feel like for me, my handwriting in cursive doesn't quite have as much of like a well-worn, comfortable feeling. Um, oh, hello.
Hello, Amanda.
Hello.
I don't know how long I left you waiting. I hope well you can't hear me yet.
That's true.
Hello.
Hello.
How long did I leave you waiting?
Oh, not very long, just a minute. I was just
Phew.
like, while I'm waiting, I'm gonna put my green screen away. So I just
Nice.
grabbed that, and then I was like, I'm sure. And then I saw that you were putting me in, and I was like, oh, I better run over.
Otto, I'm learning all sorts of things about you today. Animation school,
You
living in
lived it?
Toronto,
Yeah.
you know,
Hmm.
You lived at St. Clair and Dufferin? That's so sick.
I stole
Hmm.
Ariel just today when I was joking about stealing somebody's handwriting. I'll post the picture in the chat.
You stole someone's handwriting
Yeah.
I'm interested in
for
this.
the thumb, or
No, just to
for
tease
like, did you
them.
suck their handwriting out of them, and now it's
Yeah,
your
no, I
handwriting?
shoved their hand in my mouth and I just like gummed that for a while.
Your
So
handwriting's
glad that
mine.
that's the first thing that I'm saying if anybody just scrubbed ahead in the VOD and wanted to find when we start role playing.
And then they all clicked off the VOD immediately. I don't know what happened to retention
Hmm.
on this episode.
Oh
So
no.
weird how it be do that.
How would we do that?
Although I just got that you keep saying Couve, referring to Vancouver, I'm assuming.
I mean, that seems true.
That is
Couve?
true. Couve, how was your stream, Amanda?
It was very good. It was a little bit of a short but sweet little stream. Played a little bit of Marvel Rivals. So much amazing support from everyone. So thank you to everyone that was there, that watched, that played, that just hung out or sent subs. It was very nice. And I had so much fun. I was like, I don't know, I haven't played Rivals for over a month, so I might be rusty. And I might also be like, I don't know, just not liking this game anymore. I was a little nervous, but I was like, nah, I still like this game. It's super fun. So
That's
I'm glad.
great.
Actually, I think it may have gotten more fun. I don't know. I was saying this near the end of stream, but those that were watching the Rival stream, do y'all feel that Rivals is getting, people are just have, they're really nice? I don't know. That was not always the case in Rivals. Usually in a
The,
lot of the games I get matched up in, though, it's usually positive, but I mean, felt really positive today. Like people were like, "Oh, like you're so," like there was someone that was like talking about how good we were, and then they were because someone killed them, and they were like, "Oh, that felt personal, Iron Man." And then I was messaging them, being like, "You guys are so good," and they were like, "You're so good too." And I was like, "This is so
oh, that's
nice."
nice.
Yeah, it just felt like we were having fun playing the game.
Oh, that's crazy,
Yeah, it always
Kurt.
is.
People click on his writing. It looks fake.
This is your handwriting? You're not yours. Your stolen handwriting?
I mean, I wrote it, yeah. And then
That's
I'll share
wild.
someone else's handwriting that I stole because I think you'll find that one pretty funny. And then that'll be enough tales of my skullduggery, my hand stealery,
Huh.
my right messery.
Hmm.
Whoa, I have a weird TurboTax ad that's like a musical when I come onto our channel.
Maximum
Cool.
Amanda energy on that one.
I know what I'm into.
Kurt, I hope that there is a strange cult of people like 500 years in the future who are like just like a forum that's weirdly into Kurt Reffling paraphernalia. Just like I feel like you've got enough weird hidden things and talents that that you know there should just be a little bit of cult worship somewhere.
What did I click? It says the requested page could not be found.
I don't know what you're talking about, I'm afraid. I
The
can't help you.
Imgur?
Oh, well, it works for
I know
me.
it
I
worked
don't know
for,
what to tell
didn't it
you.
work for you, Anthony?
Yeah, I can see it fine.
It doesn't like me.
It doesn't like you?
No, I can't see it. That's sad. Okay, well, I'm just going to imagine it's amazing because it's Kurt, so probably it is.
Ooh.
Stop.
The
I
TH is really cool on this one that you've posted because their TH is super distinctive and you do
Yeah.
find a way to do it.
Well, what's
Crazy.
interesting is that person in particular didn't know how they wrote, like hadn't reflected on
Like what
the
their
form of
style
their
is? Yeah.
words. And then went, oh no, that is the way that I write P. Didn't know that until just now.
Yeah.
Interesting. It's like watching yourself on video, but the handwriting version of it, I guess.
I guess, yeah. Daz, sorry that England doesn't
Like
like
As
your
does not
Injure?
allow it, apparently. England says no. No, not
England
today.
and North York are just like, nah.
So
That's
Daz
right,
was
yeah.
actually playing in the game with me, and so was Kate.
Cool.
And I just found out that Daz also streams. Also, Taryn, who's in chat, also streams
Oh
and
my
is
gosh.
amazing. Also a cosplayer, also a Canadian,
Whoa.
also a variety streamer.
Woo!
Yeah, Taryn's awesome. She just finished her first subathon ever. And Taryn, you went for like a whole week. She was streaming till 6
Sorry?
a.m. last night. Yeah.
A whole
Went for a
week?
whole well, with breaks. Like it was like a set amount of time, and then when the time is up, it's like we're gonna end here and then we'll continue tomorrow. So it's one of those, not like how I do subathons where I just don't sleep, don't
I
live my
was a
life.
little worried about Taryn's well-being for a moment.
Sorry.
I thought
I
this
should have
is
explained to you guys that there's two ways that people approach subathons, which I might do my next one like that, honestly. It seems like a healthier way to do it.
Wait.
To get
Do
a
people
sleep.
sleep on stream though?
Sometimes people do sleep on stream, yeah.
don't give
Some
Amanda
people will just
ideas.
like stop the stream and then come back. I could sleep on stream if I slept on my couch. I
Nope.
could do a sleep stream.
No,
I'm
don't
nervous
open
about
that
sleep
door.
streams though. I don't want anyone to hear me fart. I feel like I fart a lot.
I cannot believe that the Venn diagram of person who doesn't want anyone to hear them fart and the Venn diagram of person who would say that on air don't overlap in this case.
Yeah, well, I don't want you guys to hear it. You can know. I'm not gonna keep it a secret from you, but I don't want you to hear it.
You
is
just
all.
shouldn't have to witness it.
I could probably make more goals if I did. If I did a sleep stream, you mean?
A fart stream?
Stream's the vibe. It's very vulnerable. So what if someone like sneaks into my home and kills me or something? I don't know why I'm afraid of that more when I'm on camera than when I'm not on camera. Yeah, y'all should go follow Taryn and also go follow Daz, everyone. That's in
It's been
chat.
3 weeks since we've streamed with Amanda, and somehow I forgot that this is just what it's like. This is just
Normal.
what the experience of Amanda is.
Amanda doesn't fart. No, I've never farted in my life. That's true. That's true, Aaron. I've never farted.
Sure, none of us have. And
No one has
with
proof.
that lie being said to the world,
What a
here's an
segue.
introduction.
Did you enjoy that lie? Because we're about to tell you some more. Do you guys want to who's introing themselves first? Kurt?
Sure, we don't usually premeditate it, just kind of vibe it out, but we'll start with me today. Hello, everyone. Welcome to a tabletop role-playing live stream called Lies You'll Enjoy, in which we play characters that don't exist, doing things that never happened and tell you lies that we hope you'll enjoy. My name is Kurt, and I am a role-playing game lover, role-playing game designer, role-playing game aficionado, and fan. And I'm here to play some games, some lovely, independently made and produced tabletop role-playing games with my dear friends, beginning clockwise from me digitally. That's Anthony. Who are you?
Hello, my name's Anthony. I took 2 drama classes in university and played the fool in Shakespeare both times, and also made it onto the improv team in high school, and then was too scared to go on the trips, and so I backed out. And that is my job interview for being on this stream. Do you think I'll get the job? I'm not sure. I also wrote children's books for a while, so that's kind of related. And I am a professional econometrician, which means I use data to do shit. And I just won 3rd in the International Econometrics Games, so you can trust me to tell dumb stories on the internet. That's me. Boom! Who are you, Amanda?
Hello, I am a variety streamer and a YouTuber and a cosplayer. My name is Amanda. You can call me Vamp if you like. And I'm an actor. I took drama for many years. Maybe that's why I'm here now. Yes, I am an actress. Actress or actor, whatever you prefer. I think actor now is like kind of non-gendered, but actress is also acceptable. I don't know. That's pretty much it. I like playing RPG games, which is why I'm here.
And she
I just
doesn't
played
fart when she
Pathfinder.
sleeps.
Not that anyone has heard that has recorded, as far as I know. Well, some people are recording things and not telling me. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Yeah, I just played Pathfinder for my first time a couple weeks ago, so that was pretty cool. I liked it a lot, actually. I was very nervous, and then I was like, "Oh, this is like D&D, but more exact." That's about it.
Yeah,
so
that's true.
yeah,
that's
and
true.
with more possibility.
Yeah,
at your fingertips.
that
So it's pretty
seems
cool.
right.
Did you ever play Zip Zap Zoom?
Zip, zap, zap. Yeah. Definitely.
Zip.
Zap. I forget.
Yeah, basically. I would zip it to you and you would say zip, and then you would pass it to Kurt or pass it back to me.
Yeah.
I think for you, though, it's weird because I think you have to go like what looks on the Zoom the opposite way, but on the stream is the right way towards me. So it's trickier to do because as soon as you pointed over to me, I was like, that looks backwards. But then I was like, oh, but on screen
it's
the right way.
Correct. True.
So it'd be very tricky for us to play, but it's just like, that would be funny if we tried.
Kurt, did you ever do improv?
Not formally.
Huh.
Informally.
I just already know enough Caucasian men.
You didn't need any more in the friend group?
Didn't need any more,
What about lesbians?
Sure. Yeah, that's an important category of person that, but you know what? I got some of those too.
Yeah, you do. You're good.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
So you're already full up on your quota of both. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah. Well, I mean, one's, one I probably have more of than the other.
Yeah.
And I'll just let the viewers decide which one's which. We can't know.
Stick around to the end to find out.
Nice nice intrigue that you've built into this VOD for people, Anthony. I love it.
Yeah.
We are going to be playing a game today that we've been playing for a while.
It's called City of Winter, and in it, the 3 of us play members of a family that are refugees from a magical plague called the Umbra. The Umbra is somewhat unknown of what it truly is, and in each place that we end up, it manifests in different ways. But it is a deep sickness the universe itself has, and we keep having to flee it, leaving our homes behind as we go. Interesting thing about this game is that we don't play the same character for the whole thing. Game is about a family, but it's about a family in the multi-generational sense. Kurt started as a character named Corn. No.
So close, actually.
Was it?
Rye.
Right. Shit. Okay.
Corn.
Corn.
It's okay. We mourned me like 3 sessions ago. That was forever.
Corn. Probably a character called Rye, who is the elderly matriarch of our family and an elder in the community who is looked up to for leadership. But Rye passed away several episodes ago, and Kurt has been reborn as a youth named Apricot, who we have adopted into our family after meeting them on a skyship. I play.
You play.
Have you remembered what you must do when you start the session?
I actually do have it open, if that's what you mean.
Oh, you forget who you are. That's not what I thought you just remembered.
No.
I thought you just remembered something, but in fact, you've not only forgotten what my old character's name was, you've forgotten what your now character's name was.
I forgot what my character's
Who's the
name
only character that you've ever played in this? Saffron.
Saffron! What a great name. Good choice, Anthony. Woo! Saffron is the father of Amanda's character, who I'll introduce in a second. And Saffron is now in his elder years. In fact, what Kurt is referring to about what I have to do as the session starts is I think I have to roll to find out whether I die or not. Is that true, Kurt?
Yes.
Yeah. We've got a 1 in 3 chance that I'm not actually playing a living Saffron for the rest of this session, so we'll find out. But Saffron is paternalistic in the sense that he likes to take care of people. He's always looking up for people. He's stuck in the old ways a little bit and desperately wants the world to work the way that it used to.
I have
a little
question.
naive. Yeah.
When you named Stone, you and Sweetgrass, you as Saffron.
Yes.
Did you realize that those were all last names?
Yep.
Is that on purpose?
For sure.
I'm just realizing that right in this moment.
I don't think I thought about it when
Last
I've been
names?
playing your daughter the whole time.
S names.
Our
Let's start with an
names.
S.
All of our names.
Stone Saffron.
Sweetgrass and
Sweetgrass.
Saffron.
As Amanda mentions, her deceased mother and my deceased wife is named Sweetgrass. We left her behind. We never even met her. She passed as the game
It
began.
doesn't matter.
I think that's what you need to know about Saffron. I haven't done a great job of introducing Apricot, so maybe we can go back around and finish. You guys can introduce your own characters, maybe.
Sure. Well, why doesn't Amanda go
I think
next?
you're
Amanda,
doing great.
Thanks.
I think you're doing great.
I forgot at least
feel
one
like-
fundamental detail about Apricot, so we'll come back.
Honestly, I think the beginning of the game kind of was Sweetgrass's death. I don't know if that was an interpretation that I had of the moment, but I remember it started with like the rain falling, didn't it? Wasn't that a thing?
Yeah, I think she dies off camera in the first scene.
Yeah.
Oh, interesting. I don't know that was my interpretation of that scene, but I don't think that it matters, really. She died very recently, parallel to the events of the beginning of the story. And for our
I thought
purpose,
she just died, and that's why Stone was crying. That was
who's
my interpretation.
Stone?
Yeah.
Who is this person?
Who's Stone?
Oh, I'm Stone. Stone is the daughter of Saffron and Rye's heir, and she was basically being raised to kind of become an elder of the community. And a lot of people saw a lot of promise in her when she was young. Unfortunately, when she was still pretty little, she had to leave her home. So we left Rivertown when Stone was just a little child, really, probably about like 6. She was very small. And She traveled with her family, and along the way, back when we were in the Temple Isla, she met Zephyr, who is her best friend. She's also the defender of. People say that she looks a lot like her mom. And they are also beloved of Gust, who is another person who we've only seen a little bit of, but who is also a friend that Stone made in Temple Isla, who was someone that rode the herons and they used to fly on herons, sort of. And then she is the champion of Apricot. So she's sort of taken Apricot a little bit under her wing, her and Saffron kind of raising Apricot together. And I think that's all I have written on my sheets. Is that it?
Sure. That gets us where we are now. I'll say who my character is, and then I'll
Please.
also give us a brief. Here's what happened last time on City of Winter with Lies You'll Enjoy.
Great.
I love it.
I am playing a young woman named Apricot. Apricot was a foundling of sorts, a woman who was traveling with these two on an airship, essentially abandoned her daughter into their care. And so Apricot has spent these past few years growing up in a place of many towers, the Kingdom of Towers, we called it as a community, a place that was rotting slowly from the Umbra, this mysterious force that is taking things away, making people sick, doing strange and troubling things to the architecture and atmosphere and nature that surrounds us. In this place, we learned to trap for food. We learned it from a woman named Willow, who already lived in the area, and her son Briar. And over time, we learned to climb the towers, harvest scrap there, go down and just use those materials, craft what we needed to catch what we needed. We also learned how to connect with the people of the airships who would cross through the skies and make stops there.
Also, Stone has like kind of a ex that's on the airships who she hooked up with again. I don't know.
Yeah. And in a particularly tragic moment, a mourning that was in progress for the late Sweetgrass, placing her remains in a brick in a tower, was quashed as the whole thing turned to rot. And that wasn't
It was,
the
I think, actual Sweetgrass that was representative of her.
Correct.
fair,
Yeah.
a symbolic.
Although I
symbolic
did think it
burial.
was remains initially, so that was a plot point at one point.
So at the grave of Sweetgrass, we saw the Umbra turn what we viewed as her effigy, I suppose, to rot.
Yeah.
And as a last blow, as we left the Kingdom of Towers, Apricot, this young woman who I was playing, she was an early teen at the time, she touched some of the umbral rot, and that infection spread across her hand, which once had magic and then suddenly did not, only rot. And so, with the help of this family friend, her arm was amputated, and now she wears a prosthetic that she fashioned herself. So, we are now in a new place. We are going to be playing a session, meeting people we've never met before. We will all be characters of an age they've never been before. And we'll be exploring how we fit into this new place. And just so you know, folks, this game is called City of Winter. And we are one stop away from arriving
at the City of Winter.
City of Winter.
Mm-hmm.
So what that means is that in order to progress here, there are a couple of things that we're going to have to do. We have gone to a nomad village that walks on great mechanized stilts across the land.
I'm gonna miss the towers though. As you were talking about where we've been with that, I was like, man, the towers were so cool.
I like the world building
cool.
that happened in the towers. It was cool. I like the specifics of that place.
Yeah, it was very specific. Sorry,
Yeah.
but now we're gonna be on Howl's Moving Castle, basically.
Essentially,
Essentially.
we are in a
But it's a city.
nomad village, and or we're meeting a nomad village. So we're not on it yet. We'll decide, and I'll show you guys the artwork here so you can see what is suggested. This is a
It
village
looks
on
amazing.
legs. It is wandering across the tundra here.
Eh.
Very cool. The smokestacks spewing smoke into the air. Very exciting. What do we got to do first, Kurt? Do I need to roll a dice? Is that the first thing we
Oh,
do?
you are going to have to roll the dice. So, folks, the great tragedy of this game is that our characters do age and they also can die.
Die.
And so
And Anthony might die. My
Mhm.
dad.
here's what will happen. Anthony is going to roll a die at the start of this new chapter of our story, which is pretty much now. And if Anthony rolls a 1 or a 2, Anthony's character is going to die of old age.
It's
Oof.
true. It's true. Or saffron. Okay. Shall we do it together, folks? I'll roll a dice on screen so that you can see what happens with me. Okay, you can see that kind of okay. All right, ready? Here we go. Oh, here we
I
go.
don't want to look. I don't want to look.
It's a 4. It's a 4. It's a 4. That is not a 1 or a 2.
Oh,
And
my
Saffron
God. I
survives
was not
for this
ready to be a
round.
single parent. I have to raise Apricot by my. Well, actually, no. Apricot. How old
Your
is
dad.
Apricot now?
Apricot
What?
is a youth.
Yeah,
Apricot.
but we're sharing parental responsibilities.
Ew, I'm your dad.
You're my dad, but we look after this child together.
You did both take care of
My
my
child.
character.
Yeah,
Yes, it's true.
we're in it
To answer
together, Dad.
Amanda's implied question, I guess, Apricot, I think is probably now like maybe around late teens or 20, early 20s, like solidly not a child, most definitely.
Okay.
Yeah.
Late teens, early 20s. Wow.
Yeah, that's how the game works. Time moves forward.
Whew, okay. Oh man, it means I'm old as fuck.
You're getting on. You're getting on.
I mean, I don't know if you're that. How old do you think you were, like, ish last time?
I was
50s?
no.
Ish?
I've passed my
60s?
60s a little while ago. Yeah.
You reckon, eh?
Yeah.
Wow. Okay, so you're pretty old.
Yeah.
Pretty old. Well, don't worry. I became your care. I went from being the child of Saffron to being the caretaker of Saffron. So I'll be stepping up to take care of you, Papa.
True. Right, I forgot about that. That's good. That's spicy. I like that. Okay. Exciting. Okay. Anything else to do at the beginning of a chapter? I'm a little rusty. Let me take a look.
Not really. We pretty much are going to start play, and I will just remind everybody what we do on our turns, or
Great.
if you're joining us for the first time, let you know how it works. So in this game, we're going to be exploring the traditions that our family holds and learning new traditions that are associated with the place that we currently find ourselves in, this nomad village. Each of us has a hand of 1 or 2 cards, maybe more, depends on how old you are, how many traditions you can hold close to your chest. For example, we know that I have a card called the dancing game, and this represents one of the traditions that our peoples carry with us. And each scene, we're either going to share a tradition with one of the other characters at the table in a little scene where we see our character pass on that tradition, or we're going to witness a new one. So on your turn, in this case, it doesn't have to be Anthony's turn first. On your turn, you're going to pick one of those things. You're going to pick, show me something new from this place, or I'm going to share something that I carry with me. And you know what? As I say this, I realize my character has a tie-in to this place already, because we said it at the end of the last session. We decided that I am an apprentice of a mask maker here.
True.
Oh, yeah. Did we also end with you amputating your arm? Was that like the
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
That was such a crazy ending. If you guys haven't watched our last session, it's up. All of our VODs are saved forever on YouTube. So if you ever want to go back and watch it and then not have to worry about it expiring on Twitch, the last
There
session I
forever.
remember was absolutely a banger. So would recommend, by the way.
An
Cool. So
exciting
you
conclusion.
are an apprentice of a mask maker
Of a
that
mask
is from
maker.
the Nomad Village.
Yeah.
Yes, that's right.
Yeah.
And the
Because
mask
they're all about
makers.
masks here.
We know that that's an element of who they are because mask maker is the demonym, I guess, of the people in this place. There were crows in the skies, foxes in the Kingdom of Towers, and here people are implied to at least wear masks. Whether that's literal or metaphorical, we can decide. But at least in this case, we've got a character who makes masks, and this character's name is Moth. So
Cool.
I think what I do to start the scene, what I'll do is take my token. I've got a little token for my character. My token shows a crown of flowers.
So cute.
I'll take that token and I'll place it on one of the prompts for a location here. And that can be, I'll read them out loud. We have When the Village Rests, the Boiler, Artisan Market, the Brass Tea House, and River's End. So I think I'll do the Boiler.
You're gonna go to the Boiler? Oh. There's not really a bad one in that bunch, is there? Those are all amazing.
They're cool. It was really tempting to go to Artisan Market, but I think I just can't yet do that. I think I'm going to ask one of you to play as Moth and show a tradition in this place to my character. You know what, Anthony? Do you mind doing that? Yes, the hand is already up. Beautiful, beautiful. Do you want me to take a card? Yeah, you can take a card, and I'll set the scene because it's my turn and that's my job. So it is evening already, and the rays of the sun are just getting through to the high windows of the boiler room, where we see Apricot wiping a bead of sweat from the brow and tucking her braid back behind her again as she operates the bellows that keep the boiler lit. Now is a critical time in mask making because now is when the glass is heated and heated and heated until finally it is poured. Should be hot enough, she calls up to a figure.
Moth is up in the high catwalks that go up over the boiler, checking a gauge here, staring down into the pit of roiling fire, and sort of moves unevenly with a pronounced limp, and grabs one of the poles and slides down suddenly to where Apricot's standing.
Retcon, can we say it's metal? Because that makes more sense for a forge that's heating something to a crucible temperature.
Okay, wait, so this is not glass,
metal.
it's metal?
Not glass, metal. Yeah, I'm
cool.
just gonna ever so slightly change it. What took you so long? Says Apricot with a little grin.
Woohoo! Yeah. No, not hot enough. Not hot enough yet.
Not hot enough. I'm sweating bullets. And she goes to wipe a bead of sweat again, but god damn it, that's the wrong hand. There's no absorption in this damn metal hand. She grips back on the handle and she wipes with her other hand.
No, not hot enough, not hot enough. You want to see the sides of the crucible start to waver, and then you're ready.
It's these damn fussy designs, rasps Apricot as she pushes another billow, stepping, one to the other.
I know you don't like what we work on. You find it demanding and samey over and over again. I tell you what, You can make what you want. Just after we're finished. Just after we're finished.
It's imperceptible, but just for a moment. Apricot's stride on the boilers slows. She catches herself and reasserts with a renewed energy. Yeah, she says.
Whatever you'd like. Does that make you happy? I want you to be happy.
She bites her lip and nods, a restrained kind of excitement.
Good, good. I must go. I have a mask to deliver. A new child born. I'll be back.
Then who's gonna pour the moth? God damn it.
You're ready. You're ready.
Curses.
And if I can, I want to cut forward in time in this scene.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. It's been a couple hours, and the commission that you were handed has been completed. What kind of masks did you make? What was the mask that you were requested to make before you get to do your
This
thing?
is her least favorite kind to make because it is a stag mask, and the antlers are such fine little tendrils of metal, and they have to set. You can't have someone bumping into the door and losing one of the antlers. It would reflect poorly on the whole mask shop.
It's cooling. The strange metallic faces that lined this room, each one ready for a mask to be placed upon it. Cool. Faces, they stare at you and watch you while you do your work. And you hear the uneven clink clang, clink clang, clink clang. The signals that Moth is making their way back to the catwalks. You see their shadow high up above you as they descend into the boiler. Oh, a spirited little one. They will fill that mask well, let me tell you. They cried and cried until it was on their face, and then calm. And one pitched scream that filled the room. Maybe a mask maker. Maybe a mask maker. And then they stop above you, and Moth looks down over your workbench where you're working on your own project. What? No. What have you made?
What do you mean? You said I could make anything.
Have you? No, what have you made? We talked about this.
Talked about what?
There are some things that are unmakeable. Unmakeable. Apricot, there are rules to this place. There's an order to this place. I'm
Behold,
handing Kurt the
says
card,
Apricot.
unmakeable. Sorry, go ahead.
Apricot leans in close. Behold, the unmakeable. It is a mask, very plain in make, not modeled after a particular animal, but with little ears on the top. What makes it particular is that it glistens with little fish scales, just like, well, how she understands those who perhaps some would call her people would use to weave into things. She wanted it like that.
It's not done. And I think Moth leans forward, lunging to grab the mask from you.
What do you mean?
You're my apprentice. You must learn the craft. Only a master craftsman can innovate. How do you think the legs walk through this place? Step after step unwavering. How does a society cooped up inside a glass bottle survive? Because there are laws, and there are rules, and there are things that you never do because we learned. Because those who do them, they get stuck somewhere deep in the wilderness, and they're never seen again.
Apricot huffs out a breath, then shoves the mask towards Moth's chest, leans in close to Moth's face and says, "Then you can take it. I never made it, but don't tell me I can make anything." And she storms off.
Moth just stares at the mask. And then
And the
stares back
visage
at
of the mask dissolves into an image that we know very well. The face in a different place, a transition like a film. And we see a basin of water and the face of someone reflected back in it. It is, of course, the face of Saffron, who is the next scene to go.
Whoa,
So we
cinematic
pass,
transition.
Whoa.
we pass our mic to Anthony, who's going to do a scene
Whoa.
of their own. And
Wow.
Anthony is to
Good
decide.
scene, guys.
Thanks.
It was fun. I've never seen Mortal Engines, but that's a cool title. Sounds cool. Ash, I was gonna go with Mufasa. Unfortunately, we don't have the rights. We tried to get the rights, but
we couldn't afford them.
It turns out they need more than 3 cents and pretty please.
Pretty please. Also, Ash is one of the lovely folks who was in I did a collab stream on Friday. I don't know if you were aware, but I did a collab stream with a bunch of other ladies on Twitch.
Cool.
And it was really fun. It was like,
and Ash is like the gluten-free one.
Yes, Ash is our gluten-free one.
Right.
Ash was one of the people that joined the stream. Taryn was also there as well.
Oh, wow.
So we had Taryn, Ash, Annie. I think we had like 5 or 6
Hell yeah.
ladies
That's
all
sick.
playing together. It was so fun. So
Also,
if anyone in the chat is not following Ash versus Evil Bread, you should do it. Ash is also Canadian as well and is also an amazing streamer.
Not the Pathfinder stream, because we know already.
That makes sense.
Not
Ash
the
has never seen.
Pathfinder actually is a game that I'm playing offline, so I'm not playing that one. I'm
not
doing
for content. I'm so
not for
proud of you, Amanda.
content. I'm just playing for fun with some friends.
That's great.
Actually, I was also going to say, well, I'll talk about this off stream actually, but yeah, I'm just playing with some friends. It's been really fun.
Nice.
Cool.
Okay,
now
it's my turn.
It's your turn.
Let me just check this hand of cards here. Doo-doo-doo.
Folks at home, Anthony.
And something. Oh yeah.
Yeah, sorry.
No, I was just gonna say something that we didn't. I don't know if we mentioned this. That Apricot is from Rivertown, where we were from.
Right.
So that was the whole thing.
Not explicitly. So Apricot, we saw the beginning of this story at a place called Rivertown, in which our 2 main characters, Saffron and Stone, were both sort of fleeing the Umbra, which is a slow march, not a sudden tornado.
Threat. Yeah.
And that is not where we met Apricot. Apricot joined them later, but traces her origins before she could even remember them back to
She spent her time in the Cloud. Is it called the Cloud Citadel?
Yeah.
She was younger before she met up with us, but her and her mom, who she was traveling with at the time, they were originally from Rivertown, and her mom actually had the same name as Stone.
It's true.
Right? We were both Stone.
But of course, in many ways, this feels like ancient history.
It is. I just wanted people to know, because when you made the fish and then you made Saffron's face, it's also like we have this connection of that place that also connects our little family here.
Yeah. Now, Anthony, you've had a second to chew on your ideas. What do you want?
Yeah, so many things I want to do, but I'm gonna take Saffron to the brass tea house.
Saffron previously owned a tea shop, for those of you.
Important knowledge to know. And
back when we were in Temple Isla.
Yeah, that's right. I'm gonna hand a new tradition card for the mask makers here in the village to Amanda. So you can introduce a tradition to us. And I will set the scene. Saffron is descending spiral staircases made of wood and metal coming down from a high apartment, small apartment. He moves slowly with his hands finding a confident hold on the metal railing before he takes each step. And he makes his way down to the street, which is packed with people bundled tight in coats and huddled down in this central thoroughfare. The entire street shaking back and forth, the steps of the massive machine. He's making his way to a building at the end. A building made of one of the furnaces, an old furnace, one of the ones that used to run this giant steamship, but has now been turned into a tea house at the end of the long thoroughfare that dominates the city. He's wanted to go for a long time, but has not yet been able to make it. And finally, he opens the doors. Tea house. It is packed full of people. Not necessarily a friendly welcome. The occasional person looking up from their tea. Most of them huddled against the cold, some smoking. The place warm but smoggy. There is, I think, a young woman behind the counter, and Saffron makes his way and places his hands on the brass counter. I'm here for tea.
Well, you came to the right place. We have many different flavors. Is there perhaps a type of tea that you would be interested in this evening?
Yes, very much so. Let me see. I'm not familiar with bone tea or
Oh, yes. The bone tea is a very rare import, made with the finest bones that we find on our travels.
right. Yes, yes,
Here,
yes.
would you like to try smell some of the bone tea?
Sure, of course. And
It's also made with finely ground pearls as well. And we mix it up sort of with some water. Um, it's similar to a matcha, I suppose.
oh, very, very interesting. Let me try a little. Oh God. Oh,
It's very strong.
very, not at all like that. More like I expected, or like the tea from home.
Oh, where do you call home? Perhaps I could recommend something that is local to you.
Of course, of course. From the Riverlands. You, you haven't heard of it?
No, no, I have. Hmm, hmm. And she looks around her, and I think there's a little bit of a sparkle almost behind her eye. There's something you can tell as she moves deftly between all of the rows and rows of tea. She brings out a long ladder that she clips to an area as when the city moves and sways. If you don't have your ladder clipped, you move and sway along with it. So she clips her ladder to a spot and she climbs up almost all the way to the top. And this, I imagine, is the brass tea house is kind of a bit of a insanely large tea wall that they have there. But it is also seems illogical because when you think of how far up it goes, that should be to the top of the city. But then you think about where the buildings are and you start to wonder, and she pulls down and appears before you with a small dented tin. It was once green, I think, but the colors have been rubbed off. And there was a label on this tea tin, but it's worn. It's gone now. This is The last that we have from the Riverlands.
What tea is it?
So
Maybe
sorry,
goat.
I maybe
Goatweed.
goat. It could be. She opens it up and takes a sniff of it. Um, there is a hint of goatweed. Um, also maybe some mint
Ah, I like a mint tea. Quite well.
and perhaps a little hint of sweetgrass.
What do you say?
Hmm?
What do you say?
Oh, that there's mint and sweetgrass as well as the goatweed. Yes, goatweed was very popular. I always forget that. I need to write that down somewhere. You can see she grabs a notebook off on the side and like makes some notes for herself so she can better recommend her teas.
How much for it?
For a cup?
For all of it? Uh,
For all of it.
Not brewed.
Um, well, we don't normally sell that much, and I wouldn't know how to um hmm. We haven't seen anyone from the Riverlands for some time.
It's a long ways. Not many of
It
us have
is.
made it.
Yes. Perhaps you could come and visit me sometime and tell me more about the ingredients from the Riverlands. I would love to learn more. It's hard as there aren't many people that come, and even the tea master is not as well versed in that area. Perhaps I could trade you?
Knowledge
Hmm.
for sweet grass.
Yes. If you would find that amenable,
Oh, very, very amenable. You hold on to it for me.
yes. And she puts it underneath the counter. But we should have a cup now, I think.
Just a little.
And just a little. And she brings over 2 cups of hot water and sets the tea in little silken sachets that she dips in. And the cups that she brings are a sort of ethereal crystal that you've never seen before. There's a rainbow of color as soon as the tea hits the water that glows outward in this already quite warm and smoky environment. The light refracts in the smoke around you, just in the company of you and the um what do you call that? I guess a tea service person, tea server, I guess.
You could say a chaiwala.
Ooh, chaiwala.
You
Oh, a
could say a tea
chaiwala.
peddler if you want.
I like chaiwala. Let's go with that. You and the chaiwala sort of gather around this glow. Uh, I've never seen colors like this before. This is wow. I'm so glad that you came in and asked. I never would have even thought. So far up.
I
And
dreamed last night of towers melting into the ground. And you,
hmm, I dreamed of skating.
sounds nice.
It was. And then I think without saying anything else, she removes both of the tea bags, puts them to the side, and we sip.
I have so much to tell you. It's been so long.
I can't wait to hear.
He looks up surprised to hear you speak to him. Oh, yes, you too. And that's the scene.
That's
I
very
think.
nice.
You didn't hand me the card. Did I give you enough time to do the thing?
It's made beautiful.
Oh, okay, cool.
Mm-hmm. We make things beautiful here in the Nomad Village. It's got a certain sort of je ne sais quoi.
Did you like it, Kurt?
It's it's hard watching Saffron. Saffron is so vulnerable. Oh
Yeah.
man. But of course I liked it. Of course I liked it.
Good one, Amanda. That was
Okay.
good. That was a juicy little setup.
That was your fun little one.
So a little reminder, folks, sharing something that you had dreamt is a tradition that Saffron picked up in Temple Island. A tradition that we thought maybe was lost, but we've seen here now.
That's true. We did discard the card. Is that
But
true?
I don't think it needs to have been a continuing thing for that moment of connection to have happened. Oh God. Okay. Can we get a name for that character, Amanda, in case we'd like to see her again? There's
Let me
sort of
take a
animal
look.
names for this place.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Raven.
I definitely think cat seems very fitting for
Cat
her.
seems great. Yeah.
Yeah. She gives cat energy.
Okay.
And I imagine her with like kind of a little bit of a sharp nose, like kind of sharp features. She always has her hair up in kind of a messy bun. Yeah.
Cool. That brings us to your turn, Amanda.
All right. So I had an idea of something that could have happened in the time that's passed.
Okay. Do you want
But
to
I
tell
wanna
us, or
hear
do you
what-
want to just show us?
I guess I could just show you.
You don't have to. This isn't like a show don't tell, Amanda. That's how we do stories.
No. No, but that is a good way to tell stories though. I think I'll go to the artisan market. And I think I would like it to be. How long do we think has passed?
It seems like about 7 years ish.
7 years-ish?
That range.
That tends
Okay.
to be around what we've been settling on, but we don't tend to set a specific
Time. I'm just
time.
wondering, like, how much passage of time? Like, are we in the years? Are we in the months
I think it's been years.
range? It's
Oh,
been years.
not months. No,
Yeah,
no,
it's been years.
'cause
Okay, cool. Cool. So I think it's Zephyr and Stone, maybe at the artisan market. And Kurt, would you like to introduce a tradition?
Sure.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'll give you a card.
Thank you.
And then
So
I don't
Zephyr is
know.
here.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's totally plausible because we were like Zephyr helped Apricot, you know.
Mhm.
So
Yeah, I don't think. Well, I mean, I guess we left things on kind of an interesting place
Things were
with
weird,
Zephyr and Stone. Mm-hmm.
but it's been some time. So
It's been like years.
Yeah.
So that is the one downside of this is like I want to know what immediately happened next, but like we may never get to know that depending on where the story takes us and
That's
how
true.
we think that kind of argument that they had affected their relationship, how deeply, or like, if they dealt with it. I mean, I don't know. I don't know. I have ideas for things I would like to do, but I'm also always down to, find the flow with someone. So I have ideas for where I want to take Stone next, but
Well,
I'm
you should
totally,
frame it either way, right?
I
Because this
mean,
is your
yeah,
scene.
so I think Zephyr and Stone are at the artisan market, and Stone is looking for clay. Um, and I think Zephyr was also looking for something, so we both agreed to go together.
Sure.
But I
Cool.
don't know
Are you playing
what
Zephyr,
Zephyr
Kurt?
is looking
Or are you
for.
playing the world?
Yeah, I can play,
Does
unless
anyone
you're really eager to play Zephyr.
I'm happy either way, but yeah, go for it.
Cool, I'll pick
do
up Zephyr.
we want to know what Zephyr is looking for? Do we want to find that in the scene? Do people have ideas?
Uh, yeah, Zephyr is looking for, I think maybe ozone needed for some kind of, I don't know if it's like a ritual or something, but
Okay.
we
Zephyr gonna
know
do some magic?
small magic, not big magic.
Mm, very cool. I like that a lot. Great suggestion. Cool. Yes, and
Yes, and
Are you gonna set the scene anymore, Amanda? Or
I mean, I can paint us a picture of the artisan market if you would like to see what I have in
yeah,
my
sure.
mind's
Where are you
eye.
standing? What do you see, smell, hear?
Okay. The artisan market is a surprisingly quiet place. There are a series of doors, I think, in a long hallway that's wider than normal hallways within the Nomad Village. There is at the end, all the way at the end, a little balcony, and that tends to be a little bit more of an area where people go to socialize. But for the most of the artisan market is just a series of doors that you can wander into to get supplies. Now, the problem is different artisans come through the market as the nomad village travels. So some of the signage that you see is either not updated, completely inaccurate, or is not really clear at all what this is. Either it is completely unlabeled or it'll have like a drawing of a lizard sitting on a stool. And you'll wonder, does this mean, is this about lizards? Is this about furniture? So there's a lot of weird iconography and art on some of the doors that sometimes relates and sometimes does not. Um,
I think that as we're walking through, our voices are hushed because that's what it's like here. There's
mhm.
a feeling that this quiet must be held.
There are
And
little lights on the hallways that flicker, I think, as we walk down. They're, I think, almost what's when you have old lights? What is that called? Where it kind of has like a hum to it?
oh, I know of what you
Remember?
speak.
Yeah, yeah.
But it sounds like that, sure.
That type of old lighting. There might be some neon lights as well in this area. I feel like that could be a vibe for the
Mhm.
artisan market. Some neon signs on doors.
Zephyr leans in. A
One
few.
says bugware.
Did you know that Gust got lost the other day, just a week ago?
Really?
Yeah, got completely lost. And I don't mean couldn't find what he was looking for. I mean, was completely lost. Somebody had to find him and bring him back. I'm serious.
Wait, was this in the artisan market or somewhere else?
In the artisan market.
The artisan market.
Are you paying attention?
Oh, well, I was just wondering if it was somewhere really obvious because that would be really funny and very Gust. I could totally picture that. But here, I mean, Hopefully that's not us, because I mean, what is bugware, do you think?
Bugware is what people who wear the bug masks wear to complement it.
Oh,
Have you still not gotten the hang of this? I'm making
I
fun of
didn't
Gust and you don't
realize.
know?
No, I'm just saying we don't want to become the next story for him to tell one of us. That's all.
Stone,
What?
are you serious? And I think Zephyr holds up a parcel.
Mm.
I already have what I'm looking for. Did you not
Oh.
see me get it?
Oh. Well, because I was looking in that other door, but they did not have clay in there. That was, they were selling like cutlery. I don't even know how to describe it. It was like cutlery, but for engines. I didn't even know engines needed cutlery. We
The
never
engine
had that on the
forks.
ships.
The engine
Yes, the
forks.
engine forks, exactly. That's what I'm talking
Stone,
about.
you need to get with it.
I've never used an engine fork. And I think as you walk, there's another couple of people that just like kind of walk past us and kind of look at us as though we're being a little
We're still being a
boisterous.
little loud for here,
Yeah,
in spite of
yeah.
whispering the whole way along. And I think Zephyr says, "You've bought clay a dozen times. Why don't you? Where did you get it last time?"
Last time I got it from someone else on in the village, I got it from a neighbor a few doors down. They had some left. I didn't have to come here, so I wasn't sure where.
Stone.
I
Oh my
know.
God. Okay. Well, if you're not quick,
I
and I
didn't want to
think
embarrass myself and tell you it was my first time.
as you say, embarrass myself, um, we hear a loud voice from the end of the hall. Any who have not yet found that which they need, we will now be closing the artisan market.
No.
You may, if you need, ring the dusk bell, and we will do our best to bring you what you seek. As people begin to scatter, we see people holding their parcels, holding their packages, walking quickly in whatever direction that they came from or hail from, and this figure walks up to us. Was a little intimidating. Back at the end of the hall, wearing the mask of a boar, and so this sort of half snouted visage with small eyes peeking through the piggy eye holes. But then closer, the body language isn't quite so unnerving. Um, First time.
Yes.
Well, it happens. Sometimes folks who are a little older have trouble getting used to the market. I understand.
I've not been here. Wait, is there someone that sells clay here? Do you,
We've closed the market, ma'am. If you want
huh?
the clay, and then points over his shoulder, you need to ring the dusk bell.
Oh, yes. I mean, oh, okay. Well, I guess I'll ring the dusk bell. And I think Stone squeezes Zephyr's hand and then in a sort of proud walk of shame is how I would describe it. Head held high, even though I think Stone knows that it is super embarrassing to ring the dusk bell. Everyone is going to be looking at her, but she walks right up like it's a piece of cake and just rings it like it's totally normal.
Some people turn to look,
Mhm.
not because it's unusual to hear it, but because you always want to know what's happening when you hear it. It's like if you hear two people arguing in a cafe, or like if you see two lovers by a window, what's happening there? Who is that? And as there doesn't seem to be anyone approaching, it seems almost for a moment like this is some big joke being played on you. But as you turn to leave, I think there's a panel. One of the many riveted brass panels of the nomad village that slides open, and something slides up to form a new floor level, just in this 1 foot by 1 foot square in front of you. And on it, pile of clay blocks.
Okay. Is there anyone there or
I think
serving these
well,
blocks, or do they just appear? Do I just take
this
them?
floor slid aside. The floor slid up from under it. There wasn't like a, if you'd been
Right.
quick and looked, you might have been able to see someone through the cracks, but it's a mechanism.
Okay. All right.
And
So,
this whole time, I think, since ringing the dusk bell, there has been a kind of like whirring, almost a reverberation moving through the structure. And at this point, you hear a sound that you definitely have heard before, which is the village's cry every day at sundown.
ah,
Um, Almost a steam whistle, almost the whinny of some beast in the woods. And it's at that moment that you realize you've, by your hand, made it sound. Zephyr walks over briskly, says, "Come on, you have what you need. Now we go."
okay. Thank you.
She winces. Come on.
And yeah, Stone will take her clay and go.
Okay.
Nice guess. I like the dusk bell. That's the card, by the way.
We
The
ring
dusk
the
bell.
dusk bell.
We ring the dusk bell. Ring a ding ding, the dusk bell.
Wow.
It's got a little
The dusk
song.
bell sounds so cool. Why would you not want to ring the dusk bell?
I want to ring the
I
dusk
mean,
bell now.
Ring a ding ding, the dusk
did
bell.
I make it a thing? Maybe it'll become a thing. Maybe now everyone will be ringing the dusk bell because of this scene. Maybe Stone made it cool. Asking for help is cool, guys.
Wow.
You should
a
try it.
lesson.
Life lessons, folks.
Yeah. So we didn't establish any of the things that I was thinking about in that scene, but that's okay because there's still time and we'll see where we go.
Cool.
It's fun getting to play Stone again, even though I like how someone's like older people. I like how you were like, older people do have problems. I was like, wow,
You're old.
not that old yet. I'm not an elder, okay? I am of parental age. I'll have you
That's
know.
true.
I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pips.
How
You're
many is
only-
elder, Amanda?
6 pips.
Gotcha,
That's
gotcha.
next
Cool.
session.
Almost there.
I got 5.
This makes it Kurt's turn.
Right.
Back to
It's really,
Apricot.
back to Apricot. All right.
Thanks for playing Sephiroth, by the way.
Happy
was
to.
fun.
Happy to. I thought, never mind. Let's not
What?
break apart the elements of story. Let's just
Wait, what
move
were you
on.
gonna say?
I was just gonna say it would be useful to have a conduit of someone to contrast with who is familiar, in spite of maybe not having longer to become that way.
Oh,
Um,
yeah. Well, I was thinking of having Zephyr there to establish some other things, which did not come up in the scene, but that's fine. And then I was actually gonna suggest that one of you play Zephyr and one of you play like I was gonna have you play the external person and maybe Anthony would play Zephyr, but I was like, you can do both. You can play as many characters
Get
as is
yourself a
needed.
player who can do both.
Kurt can do it all.
Kurt can do it all, so
Amanda,
I liked having you as Zephyr.
I'm gonna ask you to draw a card if you would. And Anthony, I would ask if, oh wait, I guess I have to, great, you drew it. Perfect.
I did.
Anthony, if you could be Saffron in this scene. When the village rests.
Nice.
Okay, and then I have a card, and then it's Apricot and Saffron.
And you'll introduce a tradition to us.
And you'll
And I'll
introduce
introduce a
Yeah.
tradition. What are you
Kurt,
guys doing? Where are you at?
I'll
How's
remind
it going?
you the role I took on last time, I think, was Council of Apricot, just in case that's helpful and inspiring. But otherwise,
Yes,
throw it away.
excellent. And I remain Ward of Saffron. So this is not a time for sleep. I think this is a sort of we see the village in a mid-afternoon period of quiet. Something analogous to a siesta, I suppose. A moment in which the many pistons and cogs and everything that churns and moves and whirs settles, in the village itself rests. Its joints move into its most stable configuration, and in this moment it is best for those who wish to walk in the courtyard. A stable moment without wind buffeting you as it moves forward. The courtyard is on the bow, I suppose, of the village. We want to imagine it that way. A terrace.
Front?
The front, yeah. Too strong of a wind normally, but when the village is at rest, a place that one can stand. And Apricot is holding Saffron's hand.
Thank you for taking me. I've been meaning to see it, but my feet aren't as steady and the whole thing shakes. I worry I'll fall into the prickle bushes.
It's a long walk, but I'm glad you're taking it with me.
I'm glad too. Look how beautiful it is. You can see the mountains clearly from here. From the back, I never see them. City's there, you know.
Apricot gives your hand a squeeze and then puts her head on your shoulder. Even now, I think you are still taller than Apricot. Apricot never reached your height. She says, "This is what you've been. Years, right? This is really what your whole journey has been trying to get to. Past those mountains."
Most of my life now, Apricot. Stone was almost a babe when we left. Just a kid. She's lived her whole life on the road. I mean, in a sense, we've always been going there. The strange thing about traveling is that there are many places that could be home. We're always optimistic. Maybe this is the place we'll stay.
Papa Saffron,
Hmm.
what did you even know of this city before you left? It's so far away.
It was far, very far from home. But when a place has the sanctity of confidence, of confident protection, a place where you can be safe no matter what, people share that story. The story of it travels on the winds. City of Winter, safe from everything. The depths of the hell of the coldest place on earth, and people live there happily. Protected. The worst of it.
The city of Winter, did you say? Says a man who is very short, and I think he's carrying like a suitcase that's overstuffed. And he has a little wisp of a mustache and these glasses hanging right off the tip of his nose, almost falling off. He comes over to you and smooths his hair back. A city of Winter.
That's right, sir. And I think we see Apricot bow, and to bow, she has to hold her mask in place.
Mm-hmm.
So it doesn't fall off.
This man in front, behind his spectacles, is wearing a mouse mask.
A fine make, sir. Where did you get it?
You. Oh, well, I got this mask From beyond the sea, before I came to the nomad village.
I see. I'm sorry, where are my manners? My name is Apricot. I'm a mask maker here, an apprentice.
Oh,
This is
are
my
you?
father, Saffron.
Oh, an honor to meet you.
Hmm. Yes.
Did you make this mask that you wear?
Uh, she smiles, but then looks down, says, No, apprentices aren't allowed to make their own masks.
Oh, oh, I see. Things are a little different beyond the sea.
Yeah.
But Apricot's very talented. She'll make her
Oh,
own
well,
mask soon. It will be the
I
most
believe.
beautiful mask you've ever seen.
Indeed, I believe that that will be most likely to become true. I already have a sense that, that you are both destined for something. How curious.
Sir,
Hmm? My apologies. I just overheard you speaking about the City of Winter, and I was intrigued to see who would be on such an expedition.
um, I think for a moment, Apricot's manners drop a little. She says, We're not we're not destiny bearers, sir. We're just refugees.
Hmm. Well,
Are you going to the City of Winter, gentlemen?
oh, no, I enjoy the nomad village too much. I've been here for far longer than I planned to be.
Isn't that the
And
way?
yes, it is.
Every place looks like it could be home. Just telling Apricot here.
It seems that both of you just have so much that you've already learned on your journey. And I hope it's not too forward of me, but I thought that there might be something uh, that you should take with you.
What are you saying, sir?
Ah, and he squats down in the middle of the path in the garden and opens up his suitcase. There's kind of a flurry we see of things flying for a minute up in the air as he's digging deep to find something. And he pulls out what almost looks like a little, like a pack of gum is what it would be kind of the size of. And there are these little wooden slips in it. Ah, this is my favorite puzzle box. It's my favorite because I've never been able to open it.
Apricot looks to Saffron, I think, in an old habit, this unspoken question. What is he talking about?
I thought it would be good to give it to someone that I believe can open it. I mean, I don't know how much time I have left.
Are
I
you
think you
ailing,
should take it.
sir?
Ah, it does not matter. I know I will never leave here. And if I never leave here, well, I don't see learning anything that I could use to
We won't
solve
pay
this
you
puzzle.
for it, if that's what you're insinuating.
No, 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 no.
I have many
I wouldn't
tools in
ask.
the mask maker's shop. I'm certain it would not be difficult to pry it open.
It's not that kind of box.
Whatever do you mean, sir?
When you know the solution, it will open. Now, that's what I was told. And I spent a good long time of my life trying to figure out what the question was.
You sound
I'm
like my
still.
master.
Well, I assume your master is often in the boiler. If they're part of the nomad village, welcome to how we are here. Yes. You will know the solution when you find it. But if you think prying it open will help, then perhaps that's it. And he hands it to you, Apricot. Puts it in your hand and puts his hand on top of it. No payment is necessary. And he
All right.
looks a little warily at Saffron. It'd be hard to, it'd be easier to tell if he wasn't wearing a mask, but there's a bit of a hesitation when he looks over at you.
Saffron's eyebrows rise, and then Saffron looks to Apricot, questioning glance. What is this?
And he grabs his things, bows very low, and walks away unless you stop him.
I don't, but I think Apricot turns to Saffron and she says, "You told me that a box from a stranger of late was a blessing. Perhaps this one is as well."
And you hear a little click in the device.
Scene.
That's it.
Scene.
Scene.
Sometimes a moment's too good. You gotta stop the scene immediately. Cut to black.
A teaching game
Ooh,
was
the
the
card
card.
is a teaching game. That's interesting.
Fun.
Okay,
Good
run
old
it
mouse
back.
man.
I'm taking Saffron to River's End, and I'm bringing Apricot with me.
Whoa,
Boom.
round 2.
Round 2, let's go back. Am I bringing Stone with me? Yes. Everyone's invited. Let's get the whole family together.
Okay, why did you hesitate? Was that about?
I don't like Stone. No, that's not true.
I don't like my daughter.
My ungrateful
He's old now.
daughter.
In the distance, you can see the march, slow march of our city, of our village, on the horizon, top of a crest. This distance, it looks slow. Dog sled teams went out this morning, shot out across the tundra, move several times faster than it. And if you head out in the morning, get a good bit of ice fishing done before you have to head back on a diagonal to meet up with this village again before nightfall. We haven't gone out too many times, but they say the fishing is good here in these lowlands. And so Saffron's bothered both of you to make time for this. Been quite annoying about it, really. There is cold wind blasting against our cheeks. We're bundled up, and of course we have our masks on, but the touch of the metal's cold. Nearby there are other families and fishermen cutting holes in the ice. And a friendly fisher has helped us cut a hole as well. And we're dropping our lines down into the water. Not quite like home. A good deal colder, but it's nice. Nice to have a hook in the water again. You'll I know you've never been a big fan of fishing, God, but you'll join us?
I'll join you. We came this far, didn't we?
Yes.
Didn't we? Says Apricot with a smile over at our third member.
We did. I mean, we have.
I'm sorry I didn't invite Zephyr, but I thought I wanted it to be family.
I understand. I understand. I wish Rye could be here with us. She would have loved this.
Would have.
Mm.
I was thinking about that day on the bridge. You remember?
Yeah. Yeah. When I sang?
Yeah. Do you still remember the song?
mm. Mm.
Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Oh, oh. And together, Stone and Saffron sing the song of the village. I'll play the song of the village from my hand here. I am on my way to pass it to Apricot, but the scene will continue for a moment. Together we sing the words of the Riverlands. They're not in this language, and maybe to Apricot's ears they don't quite mean anything, just shadows of meaning here and there from the things that Saffron will mumble in the house. The way he exclaims when got a nice piece of fish on the table. Strange sayings he says every time he drops something. You can hear those words in the song. Luckily, it is repetitive. Same song, same words, same melody, sung 4 times through. Same rising of tone and dropping low. And when Saffron and Stone finish,
when they finish the third, a voice joins them in the fourth.
Can't really see it under the mask. Just enough. Saffron's smile, so wide it takes up his whole face, threatens to shift his mask off his face. You have a lovely voice.
Thank you.
Oh,
Yes.
I think I'm getting a bite.
Oh.
Oh.
Oh. Oh. Pull it up gently now. Gently. Steadily.
And I think Stone pulls out of the water a medium-sized fish.
Nice.
Rye was right. It does really work, doesn't it?
Rye was rarely wrong.
Well, I mean, it's true. I honestly can't remember a time she was wrong.
You did say I was a terrible father, and that I'd definitely kill you before you reached grown age, so she was at least wrong at least once, but otherwise pretty good.
What? No, she didn't. I don't remember her ever saying anything like that.
Sometimes a lot of things are said with the eyes. Important language to learn, Stone.
Okay.
Sometimes I wonder about your Rye.
You would like her.
I don't
You
know
would have
that
really
I
liked
would
her.
have, says
Really?
Apricot with a little smile.
Yeah.
It was an acquired taste. But easy to acquire.
Mhm.
Stone. Quickly put it out of its misery. Hard to freeze to death and asphyxiate. But eat well tonight. All of us.
Stone begins to process the fish.
And as you do, I reach out and I grab Apricot's hand and I start to sing again.
And Apricot joins you as the wind passes across her face, whipped so far over the tundra, stretching, the river cutting through it, and our holes cut into the river. She feels the wind on her face and thinks of when she stood at the cusp of a tower, wind moving from far over a sea of trees.
That's the scene.
It was really cute.
So I pass the Song of the Village card to Apricot.
I forgot that we could do that.
That's one of only 2 things we can do.
I know. I was so excited about all the new things. I think I was just like not even thinking about it. What do I have?
Hi to Rapala in chat. Rob, have you got here recently too? Anyways, hi. Nice to see you. Thanks for joining us. Anybody got any context questions if you haven't seen all the episodes?
Let us
lots
know
of
if there's
things
anything
right
you
on.
noticed.
falling back.
We were there the whole time, and sometimes we even remember our characters' names.
It
Sometimes.
is a really cool game because it's like about legacy and like kind of culture and heritage, and how as you kind of move through the world, how things shift and evolve over time and what we pass on to each other. So there is a lot of callbacks in this game to earlier episodes and things we've specifically done in other sessions. Which also means that I feel like the longer we play the game, kind of the better the game gets, because the more things evolve and have depth and meaning over time. You know, it's like when you do the rule of thirds for, not for film, but for comedy, of, you know, you bring a joke back.
Threes. Yeah.
Yeah, the rule of threes. Sorry, the rule of thirds would be how we frame a shot. It's a different thing. Yeah, the rule of threes. That's kind of what this game feels like, but for your heart and your soul.
And that brings us to your turn, Amanda.
So our options are any of these places. And I can't
Yeah.
go where someone else is right now, right? So like
That's fine.
I think
You may
you're
go.
allowed.
Yeah.
what is that? Was that a rule in Fall of Magic?
I don't
I
know
looked
that it
that up.
was.
I don't know.
I think it just feels natural to go to a place that hasn't been
It's open.
visited. And
Yeah.
I think it's more important because you can't go to the place that you're at. But in
That's
City
right.
of Winter, since they're locations instead of
Oh,
scene
right. So I
prompts,
can't go back to the artisan market. I just have to go somewhere that is in the artisan market.
correct.
Amanda's got some choices. And the village rests, the boiler, the brass tea house, and River's End. And she can choose either to introduce a new tradition from our mask makers, the culture here on the Nomad Village, or the Umbra. We can get a glance of the Umbra. Or she can choose to pass on a tradition that she has in her hand. And there are many.
I want to pass on a tradition.
Okay.
I want to have a scene with Saffron
That's me.
and Stone
That's
at the
you.
brass tea house.
All right.
And I think you have come to introduce me to Kat,
Okay.
and we're having tea together, and we're just having like a nice, like, father-daughter chill time.
Nice.
And yeah, I came to meet Kat and get some tea with you, and then we were just gonna kind of hang out.
Cool.
And I think you were trying to like maybe introduce stoned Cat in a way where you thought she might be interested in Cat?
Interesting. Okay, great.
Like you thought there might be
Yeah.
a connection there, I'll just say.
Cool.
Um,
Kurt, will you play Cat?
Sure.
Thanks.
okay.
And this my daughter that I've told you so much about, Cat. Stone. Cat.
Nice to meet you.
A pleasure.
Cat brews just the greatest tea outside, of course, my tea house. And she's very thoughtful, very wise for your age, if you don't mind me saying, Cat.
Well, I'm just excited to meet you. I've heard so much about you.
Well, I have also heard a lot about you. My father will not stop telling me that I have to come to the brass tea house that you have here. And honestly, it's very impressive. How many teas would you say that you have even? I can't even count all of
Can I
them,
be
I don't think.
honest? Can I be honest with you? I
Mm.
don't count either. But really, there's no. I don't know when I get a tea if I'm going to find it again. We
Wow.
keep moving. And so what I have is what I have. And
Well,
Cat, can you please make us some the prickle brush that we did last week? It tastes like purple. You'll understand what I mean.
oh, okay.
of course, I'll be right back. And Cat
Mhm.
turns to begin the process of getting the leaves and stirring them through.
What do you think? Isn't she wonderful?
Oh, she's great. I see why you like it here. I can instantly see this is like a home away from home.
Yes.
Mhm.
I mean, Cat says that she has to go visit her brother
Mm.
a bit, and they might need more help around the store.
Are you thinking of
Well, I don't want to be
helping out?
forward about anything, but I mean,
Well, I'm sure you could. I mean, just maybe not anything too, I don't know if I feel good about you going up on the ladder, but maybe if you
uh,
wanted to help.
I could definitely brew up a pot here and there.
Exactly. That's what I mean. So I feel like it's good to have hands. It's definitely busy in here. You should say
Lithe
something.
and practiced, Cat pushes off of a wall with her foot, and the ladder moves along its track back to where you are. She clambers down quickly with a practiced, graceful hop. Okay, all right. Here it is.
Oh, yes, excellent.
Places one, places another,
Mhm.
takes one for herself.
I dreamed that I heard you laughing. Don't. Just having a great time in the courtyard with somebody. Nice dream.
I dreamt that I was flying in the sky and that I could see the village from above. But it was like I could see every layer of it, you know?
Very interesting.
I even saw the brass tea shop, but I'd never been here before.
A foolish choice. And you?
And
And then I think, in a way that kind of misinterprets the nature of the ritual, Katja says, I dreamt of good company.
Yes. Don't you see? Purple.
yeah, or like, no, that is pretty purple. I was gonna
Uh,
say there's maybe a hint of turquoise if this is very strange.
Kat, you were saying you were looking for something to do tomorrow night, yes?
Certainly. Well, you know me, I'm so caught up with the shop. I don't always make plans.
Yes, don't you're not so busy these days.
Well, I mean, I suppose no, tomorrow night I'm not busy in
Oh, that's
particular.
excellent. You've so many wonderful places to go. I hear the top lookouts are quite nice right now as we're passing the
Yes.
ridge.
Yes, I've been. Have you been to the top lookouts before, Kat?
She's smiling, kind of a little knowing smile, and she says, "Yes, I
Yeah,
have."
it's nice up there. It is nice.
Her
Um,
eyes drift down for a moment, just a little glance. The person she's with. Um, no, I'm not doing anything. Um, I don't want to presume though. I know you keep busy. You're a clay
oh,
shaper, right?
yes, I am. I am working on clay shaping. Yes.
Excuse me, I have to relieve myself.
Oh,
Saffron gets up.
yes, that is what I do. I sort of transitioning. I feel like I don't know, I feel like I've never really had a job that was my job, you know? Like we've been traveling my entire life, so it's just one thing after the next that needed to be done and never what do I want to do?
Of course. I fell into this myself. And then her eyes sort of flick over to where Saffron has walked away. And
Hmm.
she leans in and says, "He's such a sweet, funny old man, isn't he? He's got such
Funny,
curious." Yes.
infuriating. There are many terms that I could use to describe my father, Saffron. Yes.
But little,
Yes, he is very
little
sweet.
particular things, right? The
Mm.
dream thing. Never
Yeah,
seen anyone do
that's
that before.
oh, that we used to do that in Temple Isla. It was a tradition there.
Hmm,
Um,
she says, and she's reaching below the counter, grabbing something, putting
yeah,
something somewhere else,
yeah.
idly
Yeah.
remarking on it.
Yeah, it was a tradition we had, so we still do it now.
Are you
I hope
interested?
it's huh?
Well, I thought I might as well be direct. It's pretty
What do you
clear what he has in mind, isn't it?
uh am I interested in um
Am I misinterpreting?
I I'm sorry if maybe this is not I would love to get to know you, Kat. You seem like a great person by all intents and purposes. Everything my father has told me has been wonderful. Um,
Hey, it's it's okay.
I'm seeing someone, so I don't my I'm sorry, my dad does this
No, listen.
a
Love
lot.
is hard to find on a place like this, and if you have, then that's a thing to keep.
Well, I would still very much like to get to know you. My father has only told me great things, and I think that we would be very good friends. So
And
if
good
you would
friends
ever
will
like
be.
to do anything, then let us be friends. And it was very lovely to meet you. I won't keep you, by the way, if you need to
So
go
we
and do
found a
other.
time.
Hmm, yes, we're going to hang out, I think.
Yes,
Hmm.
yes, yes. Thank you, Saffron.
But I didn't do anything. Turns out you were free at the same time. Ah, my knees are getting cold, achy. I
Oh,
should head back.
yeah, we should probably head back.
Sure, sure.
I'll see you tomorrow in the morning, Kat. I want to review how to do lamb's purse again. You got it too hot last time.
Okay.
Come on, let's go.
Okay. And I think that as you go outside, I think that Stone's gonna slip something into your pocket.
Saffron?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh wait, Saffron? Oh wait. You just gave me another idea that's also cool. So now I don't know which one to do. I didn't even think about slipping something into Cat's pocket. Yeah, no, I'm gonna slip something into your pocket.
Do I notice? Cut forward until I pull something out of my pocket?
I don't know. Do you notice?
I think only several steps later, as I reach for my handkerchief to wipe my nose under my mask. What's this then?
And I think what you pull out is a smooth stone.
Oh.
And it has initials on the bottom of it.
Don't you? You know what this is?
Hmm?
Have you seen this before? I
Oh,
must
yeah.
have put it in my pocket.
I don't know how it got in there.
It says something on the bottom here. What's it say?
I think it says Z and S.
Hmm. I don't remember this at all.
I think that's where we'll leave it. That's pretty perfect, actually.
What tradition have I been given? I don't think I received
I've given
it very
you
well.
a token of love.
Hey.
What deck was that from? How did that just happen?
The crow deck. When we were on the ship, we had the lights that we used to do. Remember? I didn't pass it on in the same way, though, so I don't know if that's okay.
No, it's good.
Traditions can change over time and mean different things, right?
That's certainly true. Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
I was just trying to
Okay.
figure. I guess I didn't realize that it was your turn. Oops.
Oh, you didn't know who was passing.
I didn't know who was passing.
Yeah, no worries. You're like, I don't know. We're doing a scene. This is what's happening.
Well, I mean, I wasn't.
a
I
great
didn't have to
job.
do card things.
I mean, you didn't have to do card things. You just had to be there to be the character, and you did a great job being Cat. I was actually just thinking something that I really love about this game is that I feel like as we go on as well, our world building has gotten like way more rich as we go through. Like the world is just becoming, it's probably just because we're building more. So it's, we start with like a little framework and then it's every time we're adding to it. So every time I look around, I'm like, ooh, there's like something here and something there. I can see it more in my mind.
Like as we do scenes in the same place, or just like every session because we have more
Well, I just feel
history?
like each place we go to becomes more rich. Do you feel
Yes.
that? I don't know.
I certainly like all of them. Yeah, maybe it's
Don't
true.
make me choose between my children.
The towers were sick. The nomad village is
I think everyone's been
interesting.
better than the last so far for me. But maybe it's also because my character is like growing up, so maybe that's something.
Who's to say?
We're all of us getting older.
You know
That's
what?
how it works.
It's always
How it works.
true. You can say that anytime you want, and it's always true.
I can. It's always true.
It's
Unless
Amanda's
I'm
turn.
dead.
Wait, no. Not Amanda's turn. That was Amanda's
No.
turn.
See, that threw me off because I thought for some reason it was your turn, but I guess not.
No, it's Kurt's turn.
So it's me.
Yeah.
That's me. I'm Kurt. I think we're going to see a scene with Apricot and Stone.
Yeah.
I'm going to do a sharing scene. I'm going to be sharing a tradition. And I think this is going to take place. Let's have it take place at the boiler. This isn't exactly where we saw me last time. It's not me at work. I think maybe we've met for like a meal.
Okay.
We're both
At the food
plying
court,
our craft.
basically.
Essentially. Yeah. I think we probably bring.
So like we both work in this area and then we both kind of come to a shared joint space, a community space where we just kind of sit and have some food together.
Yeah, I think we both have a sort of like a metal box that opens and has a bunch of little compartments, something analogous to a bento box that we prepare.
That's really fun and cute. Yes, I would love to have lunch with Apricot, my little sister, in the boiler. That sounds wonderful.
There's the blow of a whistle.
Wait, are you passing a tradition?
I will be, yes.
Okay. Sorry, I was like, is this an Umber scene? For some reason, I had fear.
I haven't done that yet.
You haven't done that yet.
Doesn't mean I won't.
Okay, cool.
We hear a whistle blow, and I don't think it's even like an intentional, now's the time that lunch is happening, so the whistle is blown whistle. I think a whistle blows because of one of the crafts that's plied here. And
Right.
then over time, that has slowly, because it sounds at this time of day, that has come to mean, oh, that's the time of day it is, there will be a break. Happened that way, not the other way. And so we sit down, and there's piping that runs all along the ceiling. But at the same time, there's these broad, sort of strong, staunch windows. Tree branches sort of move past as our village walks through a forested area. How's the shift this morning? Asks Apricot. I think maybe like taking off a headband and then wringing it.
It was pretty good. I sculpted a few pieces. I kind of laying the groundwork for something. I'm not really sure exactly what they're going to be yet.
I think I envy that.
What do you mean?
Well, I
because
always know
you
what
always know what you have to do. Yeah.
there's a mold,
Yeah.
we pour into it.
Well, I mean, but once you sort of are there for a while, isn't there the potential to, kind of move up? Like, do you ever get to who decides what you make? Is that is that Moth
I
or
seem to always be told in a while.
no definitive timeline? Nothing?
I just want to figure something out. And I think as she's saying that, you can hear a sort of tapping of metal on wood. Tap, 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 tap.
Do I know where it's coming from?
Me.
Oh. I think Stone looks at Apricot curiously. Kind of
Then you
looking
would
her up and down.
notice, yeah, if you glance down, you can see that
Yeah.
just below the level of the table, not hiding it, but not thinking about it, she's fidgeting with a little wooden box, and her prosthetic metal fingers drum. I just want to. I feel like you get to figure things out. I feel like I am in a place that already has all the answers, and they don't want new ones.
Well, it took me a long time to figure out that I had the answers. So I think once you get to a place where you realize that, then you'll be where you need to be. But maybe this is, I mean, we all have to go through life and find our way. And maybe this is part of that path for you. Do you want to
Maybe,
be
but
a mask maker
sometimes
forever, or
I don't know. I'm not angry at you. Sorry. I just want answers sooner. And I feel like I can't get any. And then she stops because she has an idea. Have you seen this?
a little box?
I can't believe Papa Saffron didn't tell you about this. We met this man. This must have been a year ago.
What?
Gave me this box, told
That's
me
weird.
that he doesn't have much time left. Someone needed to open the box.
What?
Said I couldn't use any of my tools.
Where was this? Where were you? Here?
We were up
Wait.
on the bow, the courtyard.
Oh. Dad never told me that you were given a box, but he told me about a person that you met. I think the person was what stuck with him the most, to be honest.
Well, what stuck with me is this box. And her laugh is kind of exasperated. Can I tell you the truth? I have been picking at this thing for a year, and I am no closer to opening this box. I asked Aunt Zephyr. She can't open the box. I asked Uncle Gust. He can't open the box. Nobody knows how to open the box.
Hmm.
Ah!
Okay, well,
You know what? You know what? Here's my thought, okay? If I can't open the box and it has been 1 year, hold on. And then she like changes her posture. She like scooches down in the chair and she like adjusts her mask so that it looks a little bit more like it's glasses covering her eyes. And she
I have
says,
a question. Do we all wear masks in this place?
I don't
Of a
think we
sort?
have to. It's a custom, perhaps, but not.
I want Stone to wear goggles. Is that okay?
Oh, it's perfect. Yeah.
Great. I think
In
she has
fact,
goggles
if
that
she does,
she probably wears them like occasionally if there's a need to wear them. But I think for the most part, she just wears them around her neck, was what I was thinking.
in that case, I think I think that Apricot reaches forward and like takes the
Takes
goggles,
the goggles.
yeah, ties them sloppily around her face, and does her best impression of the old man, and says, "Oh, I've been looking for a long time for someone who can open this box because I can't open this box. I really can't, and I think someone else needs to do it." Like someone who can actually spend her days thinking about things instead of pouring metal into a mold.
Wait. Is this actually what he sounded like though? Because
He sounded exactly like this. He sounded it, and I've been thinking about his weird little voice all year long, and I cannot open the box, and so I bequeath to thee, oh great,
oh,
great stone, this
I have to take the
box.
box.
Yes,
Oh,
yes,
oh, okay. I have
yes.
to take the box.
It's
Why,
the
why
most
do I?
perfect game because it never stops being something you play. Maybe you can
Okay.
teach me how to open it once you figure it out. And she
How
thrusts
do
it
I?
into your hands.
How do I open it? What's
I
the
don't know.
trick?
And she wraps the goggles around your head and blink, lets them snap onto your eyes.
Oh, okay. This is not helping. These are not clean. She takes them off and starts
I think
cleaning them. What's the answer to the question? Is that,
Apricot looks at you and is going to sort of pout over her shoulder and say, I don't know. I can't figure anything out. You're going to have to do it for me.
oh my goodness. Okay, apricot. And I think Stone finishes cleaning her goggles and resumes eating her lunch. She tucks the box away.
Thank you, she says, and she leans up and gives you a little kiss on the forehead
You're
before
welcome.
barreling into her own lunch. So we'll call that the scene. And I will, of
Cool.
course, give you a
The
teaching
box that I gave you,
Mm-hmm.
you get back to me.
Nice. Have that back.
Have that back.
Have that back.
Did you like this? Here it is.
Did you like this thing that you created? Well, good, because you're solving it.
This is yours.
It'll open when you have the solution. Here, what's the solution, Amanda? You decide.
Cute scene. I like
That was
I
really
like
cute.
finding out what that vibe is like.
I feel like
Yeah.
apricot and stone are always a fun vibe.
I was trying to decide if there was like a strain there because I think there was some tension in the teenage years, but of
Yeah.
course there was tension in the teenage years
It
because
happens.
that's how it works.
You're a
Yeah.
teenager, yeah.
Has
I
to be.
mean, do you think, I guess you're probably past that now.
I'm not willing to tell you exactly what age I am, Amanda. I
Based on
know
what age
you
I
love
think
to
I am,
know.
I think I know what age you are. So,
Right.
because it's relative
Nice.
to how old I was when I was introduced to you and how old you were then. So I know what age I am, but I won't tell anyone because we're not allowed to talk about exact numbers in this game. So I'll keep it to myself.
You keep it to yourself.
Keep it to myself. But clearly old enough to be referred to as being older.
Someone called you that. You didn't like it very much.
I don't think most people like to be reminded of their mortality, especially when their mortality has been kind of a never really getting to the place you're going, never really being at the place you are.
Yeah,
Fully.
for sure.
That's probably not fun for Stone.
Anthony.
It's time to go to the artisan market, and Amanda's coming with me, and I'm doing a share scene.
What are we doing?
We are deep in the winding hallways of the artisan market. And sorry, Saffron has told you that we are here to buy new pan for cooking.
This sounds so believable, Dad, that we're here to buy a new pan for
No,
cooking.
it's genuinely, you think we're here to buy a new pan.
Okay.
He has bought a giant bag of stuff with him. I won't tell you what's inside, but
It's weird.
shopping bag or something.
So wait, so you said we need to get a new pan, and then you were like, I have a big bag of stuff, but I don't know what's inside the bag of stuff.
Yeah, that's
And if
correct.
Stone was like, "What's in that bag?" You're like, don't worry about it.
I have to
Just
trade
stuff.
things in.
All
I'm
right,
asking
okay.
so many questions. And we've been winding our way. He's got like a little like piece of paper he's written down the directions on, but you kind of know where we're going. We've been winding our way in the artisan market for a little bit, and then he takes a clear left turn away from the pan pourer that you know is down the next set of stairs.
Wait, this is not the right way. We need to go back that way.
I'm not getting a pan. Come on.
What do you mean? This is
Come
what
on.
I was saying when I was saying, yeah, super believable that we're getting a, because there's nothing wrong with our current pans. Oh, okay. All right, where are we going? What is it that you actually need? Are you
I'm
gonna
gonna
tell
show
me
you
or?
something. Come on. Help me down the stairs.
Okay, all right. Okay. And I think Stone with her muscular arms helps you down the stairs.
And you continue following Saffron's directions for a little bit. I have to pee.
I
All
can right now. You just went pee.
I'm having. There's a
Okay,
tightness.
no. Okay, I don't need to know about the tightness. You please go ahead. Do you wait, where are you gonna go?
I don't. I mean, there's nowhere in these giant boxes of metal to go.
Well,
It's
can we
placed.
knock on what about this place? It's got a little, I don't know what that is. Is it supposed to be a ghost on the door?
I don't know.
We could ask them.
Sure. And you can tell
Okay.
he's embarrassed. He looks weak and stuck,
Okay.
small
Okay.
in the middle of the alley.
It's all right. Well, we're gonna find you a place. Just give me a second. Stone pokes her head into the door. Hello?
You've got to be ghost person, Kurt.
Gotcha. I can be ghost person.
We didn't know this was
Didn't
gonna
know that I
happen,
was
but
gonna have to be
nope,
ghost person.
they didn't know this was gonna happen.
Sorry,
You
I'm making you
creak open the door. Hello.
Hello. Do you have a bathroom in here by any chance?
There's an ornately dressed figure who audibly sighs and says, "Yeah," and then points at a sort of stall half in the back.
Great. And Stone just kind of like peeks out and sort of gestures for you to come. So do you sell ghosts, or is that what that is on the door?
You cannot sell ghosts, young
Right.
lady.
Right. I'm not that young, okay, first of all.
You're
But-
young if you're asking if you can
Well,
sell ghosts.
Yeah, I've never been to the ghost place. You caught me.
A few moments later, Saffron has emerged. His business
Yeah.
done.
Okay.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
I think I walk away with, what do you think they actually sell here?
Music boxes.
Oh, that's nice.
A little spirit emerging from a little box.
Wait,
Spirit,
I thought you said
of
you
course.
couldn't sell ghosts.
You can't sell ghosts.
Stone, come on.
Our music
Oh.
boxes,
Yeah.
brass, and
Okay. Well, there's weird ghost that comes out of it, but thank you. And I think Stone is pulled out by Saffron into the street.
I appreciate it, by the way. I don't always feel comfortable talking to the people here. Not like people, you know, at home or towers or whatever.
Well, yeah, people at home and in the towers, you can't buy ghosts there. So you're not wrong.
You ever take anything seriously, Stone?
Yeah, I do.
Hmm.
There was a
Continue
time
down. Oh, go ahead.
after Rye died that I wasn't sure I'd ever stop taking everything seriously. When we first came to the towers, but you know, I wouldn't say that life is ever too serious to buy a music box that may or may not have the soul of an undead being in it. I mean, we are in a pretty extraordinary place. And despite the fact that it's not home, I mean, would you have rather never left Rivertown? Like, even if Mom was gone?
Saffron shoots you a death glare. Don't be stupid, Stone. You would have died there. What sense would that have
Yeah, but
made
I
him?
mean, if the Umbra wasn't a threat, I mean, we never would have left, right?
Of course.
Right.
It's home.
Would you rather have that life, do you think? Like, if you could? I mean, like, if all of this could just have never happened.
Sure, of course, of course. I wish we were at home, and I wish your mother
Do you
was still
think
here,
about
and I wish everything
who
was
you'd
normal.
be and who do you think about who you'd be and like who you are now? And sometimes I feel like there are two people inside me, you know?
Introduce me.
Well, there's the daughter that is from Rivertown that you know, that you love, that represents everything about our people and our culture. a leader.
I know her.
I know. And then there's the person I am now.
Do I know her?
I don't know. Do you?
He seems unmoored. Maybe she spent too long on a village where you can't touch the ground. Nothing ever stays still. Put anything on a table, it falls off 20 minutes later.
Maybe it's just the grounding that I have is not. It's not the kind of grounding you imagined for me.
What? Why? What's happened to the other one? My daughter?
Like I said, I have two people inside me, Dad.
I just don't understand what the. Why are you? I don't know. No, actually, I wouldn't want to be at home.
You wouldn't?
No, I don't. I wouldn't want to be
Really?
there because if we were there, then no one would have been on the ship. No one would have been on the ship when Stone and Apricot got on.
Yeah.
And no one would have been there trying to comfort Stone. And no one would have been there to pick up the pieces when she left. And no one would have been there to teach Apricot how to brew tea. Hold her. Her first heartbreak. Walk with her in the courtyard. You know, she told me last week that maybe there wasn't really any purpose in figuring anything out at all. And maybe it was just better to pour the molds and keep her nose down. It was easier that way. And always break the mold and make something new. Did you ever want to have kids?
I never really wanted to, I guess. But that hasn't stopped me from doing my best to be there, going in between as I need to.
Sometimes you call her your sister.
She is like my sister. I have a family. I can't. I just wish that we could all be together. I wish that I could live both sides. I wish I could be one person, but I can't.
You've come to a
Look,
small circular chamber deep in the bottom of the artisan market.
what is this?
For some reason, Saffron has the key to the door. And inside there's a small stone table, circular, and he begins to lay out things on it. There's a bowl with water, a candle set inside. Pulls from his bag an ox mask and places it on the circular table. And another. A bowl of red pigment. A bowl of crushed herbs.
You could have just asked.
Asked what?
I mean, you didn't have to pretend that we were getting a pan. You could have just asked me if I wanted to take the oath.
I'm not sure you would have said yes.
I would have said yes.
Well,
Just because Apricot isn't just because she's not my daughter doesn't mean that I don't want to take care of her or that I don't see her as one. I just have a child to look after already. I'm doing my best. I've always done my best. And of course, I'll take the oath. Of course.
it's not just for her, you understand?
I know.
I mean, and it's,
The oath is for all that are involved.
yes.
I taught me that.
The oath is for her.
The
The oath
person
is
taking
for
the oath, the person who offers the oath,
the person who takes it.
for all of us.
I love her.
So do I.
I haven't finished what I wanted to do yet.
He's got surprises up his sleeve.
I just mean she needs more. I've been so hurt.
No. But you know she's strong enough, right?
Mm-hmm.
She's stronger than both of us.
You were the strongest person I knew. So things aren't always straightforward.
I thought I was the strongest, that I could do anything, especially when I was younger. But when I met Apricot, it was like the potential feels limitless, you know?
I know exactly what you mean. And he reaches to the altar and grabs the ox mask and hands it out to you.
And I think as you go to grab it, Stone like quickly wipes away any tears, any sign. She really does not like to show her emotion these days. Maybe ever. And she takes the mask from you, calm, composed, ready to say the words.
And he puts on his own mask. Thank you, Stone. I needed this. And the oath begins. I'm going to pass Stone an oath of stone.
I love it. An oath of stone. I wonder actually too if that's like the name of the oath And if stone was even maybe named after that ritual or like, that symbol of like a promise.
Could have been.
I like to think that the Oath of Stone just every time we say it, it just means something slightly different.
Right. So initially it was an oath about stone, and now
An
it's
oath,
an oath that stone is taking.
right? And maybe it's something else again.
Maybe it's something else again. That was beautiful. Good job. Also,
Very
just
interesting.
to maybe clarify in that scene, because I felt like we were saying things, because it's kind of hard to be like, this is something that you know.
Yeah, drop it on us.
So Stone has a child. I think I don't think that anyone maybe knows who the parent is, but her and Zephyr live together with this child. But I think maybe that there might be bad blood between Saffron and Zephyr that I don't know has been dealt with. I think we dealt with the stuff between Stone and Zephyr, but maybe part of that tumultuous unraveling that may have happened in the past affected other relationships. Like, I think obviously Apricot still sees the people that are in my life and knows them, but I don't know if Saffron does. I don't know.
Okay.
What do you
So
think of
you have a
that?
child
How do you feel?
currently that you are taking
Yes.
care of?
Hmm.
Ah, okay. Cool. Very interesting.
And I think you would know that it is Stone's biological child.
Okay.
She gave birth to this being.
How that works.
So that works. But that's really all that you know. That, and obviously her and Zephyr are living together and raising
Well,
a child. I don't know if you've seen, I don't know if you know the child. I don't know how involved, but that's kind of up to you, I think, as to kind of deciding some of the what you think that is, because I don't want to tell you what that is.
okay.
Unless you want me to. Obviously, I guess I can.
But you think there's been some sort of falling out?
I think just based around the vibe that I was getting from our scenes, that it seems like maybe there was some kind of falling out between Zephyr and Saffron for some reason.
Why?
Um, I don't know. Maybe because when Stone and Zephyr parted ways after when we last saw them, years have passed, and maybe that was like a really rocky time for Stone. And so maybe you saw Stone in a certain way, and it was hard for you to kind of forgive Zephyr as Stone's dad.
Okay.
But I'm not
Okay.
sure. I mean, it could also be something personal between the two of you.
All right. Interesting. I don't know what to
Yeah.
do with that yet, but
I don't know.
I take it.
You don't. I think there's more story to be explored, I guess is all I'm saying. But I'm just gonna say it now so that it's at least clear for people. Um, that Stone has a child and lives with Zephyr.
Cool.
And you can interpret it however you want.
Sweet. Kate's asking a question. What is that to the audience? I got mixed up on what that kid is. Any context you need is that the oath that that Stone just took is an oath to protect Apricot, our maybe collective adopted child, Kurt's character. And Amanda has just dropped on us something that nobody knew before this point, so you're not missing anything. That she
Amanda
has
headcanon.
her own child, who she's raising with Zephyr, who we don't know maybe who the father is or whatever, though could be Gust, who knows? Yeah, and that's I think all we know. That's everything. You're caught up.
That's it. Yeah. I'm sorry. I probably should have just said it in that first scene. I just didn't know, like, I was trying to find a way to fit it into the scene and everything else that was going on.
What first scene? The Zephyr scene?
The one, no, not the first scene that Apricot had, but the first scene that I had. Sorry.
Yeah.
Sure.
in this session,
Let's see who's
not in
separate.
all of time.
Yeah, yeah.
Not in all of the game.
Probably, yeah. Would have been worth mentioning you had a kid, but we're on board now. We're there.
Yeah.
Okay. Shoot, whose turn was that?
That was mine. Which makes it Amanda's.
That's how it works.
Okay. I'm going to go to when the village rests. And I think I want to do Umbracy.
Umbracine.
Who
Yeah.
are you giving the card to?
Who's your agent of Umbra?
Agent
That's-
of Umbra.
What?
I guess. Yeah, fair enough.
I think maybe it's apricot and it's apricot and stone.
Nice.
And I think when the village rests, everything turns off. There's no power. And the stacks on top of the on top of the village.
Yeah.
All the smoke stops pouring out. And when you go up, it's been getting colder, I think. The closer that we get to the city of winter, the colder it gets. And something that I think Stone wants to share with Apricot is a place that reminds her of the towers. And they're going to climb up to one of the top of the stacks and kind of sit on it. And then what happens is there's no smoke coming out of it, but there's almost like a warm air around it. So it's really nice in the winter. It almost feels like summer, people say up there when you sit. But we got to climb to get up.
You good? Apricot calls down.
Oh wait,
As,
sorry. Am I the
yeah.
agent of Umbra? Is that what happened?
Yeah,
I got
pause. You didn't
distracted.
actually tell us who's drawing the card for you.
I don't know. Like you could still be the agent of Umbra if you want to do both. But if you want to get in here,
Choose.
Anthony, you want me to choose? It's my scene.
It's your scene.
All right.
So who?
I'm gonna say you, Kurt.
Okay, cool.
You do both.
As we're nearing the top, I think Apricot calls down. You good? Apricot's got a way of having those metal tendons like get into almost a cat-like sort of point, and shoves them into the mortar to climb up step by step.
I think Stone is maybe just up ahead of you already on the tower. And calls down, I'm good. Just make sure you're tethered properly. before
I'm
you fully take
tethered.
off. Okay,
I'm
all right.
tethered. How many times did I go up the towers? She
I
calls down.
know, I know. I just want to make sure you're tethered. Just like when we went up the towers and I would ask, are you tethered? That's still happening. Okay, all right. You're good. Good. Okay.
With the big sort of breath out of air, Apricot hoists herself over
Ooh.
and sits on the edge. I think there's grading, it's not like we're at risk of falling down the stack. But she's sitting up there, legs dangling down.
Have you always been this good at climbing? Because I have to say, when we got to the towers, you were a natural, and I just need to know, is this something from before? Is it a knack since you've ever existed, or something you've developed? Because I'm always amazed at how deftly you move.
Are you asking me seriously or is
I'm
like a
asking you
joke?
seriously. No, not as a joke.
Okay. I think she offers you her non-prosthetic hand and helps you pull up the last bit. When me and my mom, um, before we left the Cloud Citadel, you know that we didn't take the ship out. We took the path. We slid
Yeah,
down.
yeah,
You can't just go. There's rules to this kind of thing. Nobody wanted to see everyone screaming, fleeing in chaos, sledding down the side of some mountain. They wanted patience. They wanted order. In some ways, that made it like this. As we're speaking, cirrus clouds drift up past, way on high, little wispy things. And if we wanted to leave, we had to be able to climb to the top of the citadel, because that was how we would get over the wall to slide down. It was
right.
built into a kind of berm, you know?
Mhm.
So we would practice. She knew it was getting bad and we didn't have the money to. We practiced. I got good at it. I kept it. And then when we got to the ship, I would climb the rigging. It's not a fun story.
Well, it's your story though. And that's why I'm interested in it.
I think I should ask more questions.
I don't know. I think I ask enough questions for the both of us sometimes, to be honest. Maybe I should ask less questions and you can have some of mine.
I feel like I ask questions I already have the answer to just to know, not questions that I couldn't think of, because I don't. You have this way of asking questions that I know you don't have a guess what the answer is. And I just wish I was more like that.
Well, I like you for how you are. And sometimes you are like that. I mean, you don't ask the questions like you have no idea what the answer is, which you are correct, is something that I definitely do. But you're not afraid to learn in a way that,
I try to learn, but how can you learn if you're always moving? We're lurching forward all the time. And
yeah,
until we pass the glass wall,
will we ever settle? Is
how
that what you're
can we?
thinking about?
Yeah, yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Well, I mean, I think the only thing that I've really taken with me, and I I think home is it's not the place you are. It's the people you're with. It's the memories that you carry on.
I don't know if it works that way for me. I think I just asked another question that I think I have the answer to already. And then her eyes drift across the landscape, the trees still as the village rests, the mountain less distant than it's ever been. And as she turns towards behind us, you feel her hand on your shoulder, her metal hand. It's tight, a little sharp even. Stone. I'm sorry, I have to ask another one of those questions. What kind of clouds are those? And a purple cloud looms, moving towards us from the horizon behind. I will give you Herald of the Umbra.
Ooh,
Herald of the Umbra.
it is coming.
That's ominous. Wonderful. Love that for us.
We'll enter the
Ooh,
scene.
that was really good. Thank you for joining me, Kurt. That gave me goosebumps.
Yeah, goosebumps worthy for sure.
Apricot got them too, which is why this scene is for when she knows it's time to leave.
Interesting. I was going to suggest we end the chapter without migrating, but he has started the migration process, so...
If you don't mind, I know we're getting a little on, but shoot,
I mean, it's a good
You want to end
moment
with
for
the
it.
migration? Yeah, I'm good. I'm good.
Okay.
I think we can still wrap it up in a good amount of time.
We see Apricot down at the boiler, walks up to Moth, has all of her mask making tools. We're not going to get there, Moth. We're not going to get there. I'm not going to get there before we all leave.
Whoa. What? You're a good student?
Yeah, I am a good student, actually. I'm a good student, and I pay attention. And I'm sure you've heard the dusk bell. It sounds different. Maybe you've been in this village too long, and you haven't been listening and watching the changes, but I've changed. I've grown more ready. I was ready, but there's no time for this anymore. I don't care if you stay on this ship that trudges through the snow, but I know when it's time to leave. And I see the river's end, Moth. If you wanted to train me, you did. If you wanted to watch me grow, you did. But if you wanted to see me fly, it's too late. She pushes the tool bag towards Moth.
Moth picks it up. You're not my apprentice anymore.
That's what I said.
And slaps the bag into your hand. You're a craftsperson. Go. Find a forge.
Apricot tugs her mask a little further down her face so that it's not at the right angle to see her tears. She
Oh,
turns.
wait. I never threw it into the kiln. I probably should have. mask glitters with fish scales. Rules don't matter when you're not here.
It worked. But I knew it would. Because I don't ask questions I don't already know the answer to. She takes it, shoves it into the bag, walks out.
I like apricot. Much
Like him,
better
Doug.
Really spicy.
departure scene than last time.
You think?
I mean,
I liked last time's.
I mean, it was a
last time
good
was
scene.
crazy.
It didn't make me feel good.
It didn't make me feel good either. Um, huh. So now you're over on the next thing.
You remove your token and place it on your name.
Oh, your cart.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Keep trying not to go over towards the city of winter on the scroll, because like every time I look at something and I'm like, oh, spoilers.
Oh, you don't know the half of it.
Oh, I'm sure it's not that spoilery because there's still questions, but
No, Amanda,
so cool.
you don't know the half of it.
What do you mean?
I've
Well,
been wondering about this.
you'll learn next week. But
Ah!
it isn't next week yet, is it?
Oh yeah, okay,
Anthony,
okay.
must be your turn.
Okay. I am going to grab my token, put it on my card. For one last time, we cut to the great brass boiler turned upside down at the end of the street. Saffron's in the tea house. I'm sorry, Kat. She's gonna go, and I'm not dead yet, so I have to go with her.
You should. It's where you were trying to go all along, right?
Yes, but places that you find on the road have a strange habit of turning into home. This feels like home. This feels like home, Kat. Here.
Here's the thing. This isn't staying either, Saffron.
What do you mean? The house is doing well.
It's doing well, but what better hub of trade, of taste, of opportunity? There is no place for a tea house better than the city of winter.
No,
Yes,
you're going to the city.
yes.
And he lunges across the counter and wraps his arms around Kat. Yes, yes,
She
yes.
laughs, almost girlishly.
Good, good. Ah, there are so many heartbreaks on the road. Sometimes delightful surprises. Are you going to take all the teas?
Only everything I can carry. And I'd like that to be all the teas.
Good, good, good.
Now, why don't you help me pick a few for the road? And
Yes.
she pulls out a kind of some like thermos situation, a couple little boxes, and before you know it, The few traveling teas are picked. The other boxes are starting to be packed up.
Hand over hand, Saffron climbs the creaky ladder, his knees wobbling underneath him. He grips the metal edges of the ladder firmly, climbs up, right to the top. There's that square metallic box. Grabs it. You have room for one more.
I think you should carry this one.
Yes, I'd like that. Here I thought I was leaving everyone behind. Two of my favorite ladies are coming with me.
It might be 3, she says, and she passes a different traveling jar, something that could be worn, sort of slung around the shoulder, something made of good, strong, fired clay.
Nice. Yes. And he packs the packs the tea, the sweetgrass into the clay. He whispers softly, "We've made it, love. City." That's the end of the scene.
Okay, well, I don't want to have to follow that. That's terrible for me.
That's terrible for me.
That's terrible for me.
Terrible for me. It's curtains for Amanda.
Yikes. I think, yeah, I'll leave 2, but I think maybe I don't know if I want to do a vignette with Stone
Sure.
and her family, or if I want to do something with like her craft. I think Stone is finishing up one of the pieces that she was working on in the boiler. Something that she didn't really know what she wanted to do with yet. And she's been sculpting it for some time. There's one that you see beside her that is the village itself. An intricate little work. And then this other piece she continues to work away on, promising herself to finish it. And it's sort of still a bit of an amalgamous blob, but you can just make out the outlines of 6 figures, little faces, different sizes. And one of them looks a lot like Apricot. Saffron shape can be made out for another. stone stands in the center, holding the hand of a little boy who holds the hand of a female figure with a man behind them between the two. That's all.
Nice. You chose both.
I chose both.
All of them.
Why choose when you can combine them and make something other? Third option.
So that means it is time to migrate. Ooh.
Excuse me, sorry. Okay,
So-
migration time.
Migration time, just as we've done it before. Nothing weird about this one. That's sort of true. We have done why we must leave. We must do what we carry. If we carry more tradition cards than marks of age, we are going to decide what we will carry on the journey.
It's before
And-
we add the mark of age.
That is true.
Correct.
No. I gotta get rid of 2.
Hate to see it.
I've been in full dropping traditions mode, so I'm nice and comfy because I'm getting rid of them all. Do we have to choose a destination?
That is a great question. What we will do is, once we've all chosen our cards, we will indeed choose a destination.
That's very interesting.
It's only as
Sure
many
is.
pips as we have. I only have 5. I'm not old yet,
True.
but I'm about to be.
Got some cards on the table. We ring the dusk bell, Vision of the Umbra, and Unmakeable. We're getting rid of new traditions. We don't want to hold on to these. Goodbye.
I think I was really torn about mine, but I feel like Unmakeable has to go
Yeah.
because of how I ended the
Yeah.
scene with Moth.
It feels like it actually does like it does justice to the tradition to actually end it. That's the right story to tell.
Yeah, I was
It's really
torn on
cute.
it, but I think it's the right move.
I didn't want to get rid of We Ring the Dusk Bell. It was such a fun time.
Yeah, alas.
I want to ring the dusk bell some more.
But it does make sense to be location specific, so
I mean, yeah, how many more dusk bells will we see? I don't know. But maybe it's also a thing in City of Winter, or maybe it means something else.
Amanda has no idea
I
about
don't
City
know.
of Winter,
I
folks.
don't know. I've
Doesn't
never
know a
been.
dang thing.
I've never been to the City of Winter.
does anybody
So,
remember
what's our
what
destination?
Oh, sorry. We don't do these things yet. We leave them all here for now.
First destination choosing.
Okay.
That's step 1.
Gotcha. Okay, let me show people the map because this is important here. So I think we have a couple destinations to choose from, which is kind of weird.
3.
Here's the end of the map. So we were down here at the
What?
Nomad
I
Village.
thought we only had one destination. I thought it was City of Winter.
Oh,
The
you're
name
right.
of the game.
But how do we get to the City of Winter?
I don't know. How
So-
do we get?
Well, here's our options. At last, we reach the City of Winter and seek work in Glowtown and claim asylum at the Lantern Gate and find shelter in the refuge. What do we do?
Whoa. Okay.
I'm sorry. And pledge service to the Palace of the Moon was an option
Nope.
if we were in the sky.
Only
Yep.
if we were in the sky. That would have been sick. Okay.
We gotta
Seek
play
work in
this again
Glowtown.
sometime.
As if you might not ever go to the Palace of the Moon. You got no idea what
got
happens
no
next week,
idea.
Amanda.
That's true. That's true. I think I mean, it sounds like based on all of our stories that we would be seeking work in Glowtown, no? Have we
Why?
not? Did we? Well, I just feel like we were all talking about when we were in the village. Like you were like, do I get back into tea? And then you have a hookup with somebody that's going to try to get into a tea shop. And then you
Okay.
both know about tea, so you have
Okay.
skill sets. And then Stone was getting into sculpting and going more into her arts. I mean, it's hard to find a job as an artist, but I don't know. And then you learned about mask making, Apricot. So we all just kind of talked about our crafts and our trades and our skills in that last chapter. So that makes sense to me. But I mean, we could always try to find shelter in the refuge, and we could definitely claim asylum at the Lantern Gate. So there's no wrong answer, really, because they all sound cool as heck. But I think I would lean towards Glowtown or Lantern Gate. But what do you guys think?
Those are probably also the two that I'm leaning towards at this moment. But Anthony, that means that you are the deciding vote.
Nice. Cool. Originally, I was like, seek work in Glowtown sounds stupid and boring. But then I was deeply convinced by your reasoning, Amanda. I was like, oh, you're right. That actually does make sense. So,
Is it the glow of the forge? Is it the glow that shines forth from the prism-like teacups?
I think we're gonna find out because I think we should go seek work in Glowtown.
Okay.
Let's go to Glowtown.
So, what is saved? Does anyone have fewer cards than they have marks of age?
No.
No.
I don't think any of us do. So we move to what is left if
We got
unclaimed
excited.
cards remain.
Guys, we
Or-
got too excited.
New stuff. New
New
stuff, guys.
stuff. It's
What is
hard
left
when
if unclaimed cards remain? For each remaining card, one of us must describe how this tradition is left behind, forgotten, or practiced for the last time.
Does anybody remember what Vision of the Umbra was?
Good question.
Wasn't it the one where we saw the outline, the mold? We were in the tower.
Yeah, a moving sort of
yeah.
mural-like figure.
It was like a figure that was
Creepy.
made out of molds.
That was a
Right.
freaky one.
And it was
Was that the one that was
specifically-
like our shape or something?
Yeah, and like it reflected
Oh,
you.
yeah, it was creepy.
I'll end with that one.
Okay.
Ooh, okay. I guess that is important to Africa.
Do you start? Who starts?
Any of us can start.
Any of us can start?
Well, it's
I've
actually a hard
claimed
one.
that
I'm gonna
I thought would
say-
be cool.
Yeah, go for
I
it, Amanda.
will say that I go to how the We Ring the Dusk Bell is forgotten is I go to the market and I look at it and I think about that first time that I went, but I know where everything is now.
Huh.
So I don't ring the dusk bell
Cool.
again.
That's nice. That's cool.
Nice
Although,
and
how
simple.
sad to have home finally click just
As
as
you leave.
As I'm
Just as you leave.
leaving. The first time I don't need it is also the last time I'll ever see it. That's something, isn't that? Whoa. This game is crazy.
I will take Unmakeable. And we cut to Moth, the boiler room, deep beneath the village. Moth is, their eyes are glancing back and forth. They have restless energy as they climb up and down the poles, looking around. But the workshop, the forge is empty. And come back to their workbench. It's been a couple weeks since Apricot left. They pull out the what is required to make a mold. And it's a mold they've been working on for a while. And it's not a cat or an owl or a panda or a deer. An ox mask. Something he's seen in the streets. Thing you're not supposed to make. And he begins to pull the molten lava.
Sick. Okay.
Leaves us with vision of the Umbra.
That it does. The village walks parallel now to the great glass wall that surrounds the city of Winter. Not even surrounds, but forms a great barrier farther into the sky than anyone can see. Long, not encircling like a globe, but more like a cliff. Perfect, clear cliff. There is the lantern gate, of course, but it is crowded. Crowded with those who would seek asylum. There is the refuge, of course. But we have all been refugees a very long time. Each pace we take through the snow carries us on shoes not too different from those that might have been woven someplace far away to walk through a mud. We walk closer, closer, closer to this glass wall. Apricot clenches her fist with her one finger, and there's a screeching sound as she traces a circle, scoring the glass. Halts right at the line, butts it hard, and the circle falls inwards into the city of Winter. Each of us in turn steps through. First, Stone steps, holding her boy, holding her second, the man, of course. There's Saffron and Cat, perhaps more to our little straggled band, those that would flee the village. As we move through, Apricot is the last one to enter. There's a flicker of something. She begins to weld shut that hold again. But what you hear is that same screeching sound, like when she dragged her finger along to cut the hole. That same screeching sound growing louder and louder and louder. And a cloud of umbral figures writhe towards glass wall, each flickering in a molded, rotting, shifting form, a silhouette. Closer, closer still. And that line, that bead of weld is not quite there, not quite finished, not quite all the way around until an umbral figure lays a writhing hand on the glass wall. And then the seal completes. Zephyr opens a little leather satchel, pulls out some metal contraption, and with the scent of ozone like a strike of lightning, it seals. Perfect glass, crystalline again. And every figure on the other side of the glass turns to ash in the wind. It blows away. Behind us, Glowtown.
Whoa.
He's been writing that for 6 months. Secret, you guys didn't know. Wow, Kurt, that was cool.
That was crazy. We should just let Kurt finish every session.
Yeah, sounds good. Sounds good.
Really good at it.
I didn't know if I wanted to this time. And then when Amanda dropped Vision of the Umbra, and we were like, oh, I don't know what it is actually. Oh, what is it? And we remembered what it was. I went,
were
oh
like,
shit.
Oh, I got
Oh,
something.
Oh, I know.
Hold on a second. Hold on a second. Okay.
Yikes.
We have reached the City of Winter. I'm so sorry. There is one last piece of homework. It's not new. It's the same one we've done every time. Please mark your age,
Ha.
if you would. Which makes Amanda at 6 pips, Saffron at 3 pips, 3 X's, and Apricot at 3 pips herself. We are also going to.
Old woman.
You're an old woman. We're also going to mark a new bond, which is what happens when your character gains a mark. We do this every time.
Yes, new bond. Oh, mine's easy actually this week.
New bond, who dis?
New bond.
I mean, I guess
bond,
that's relevant.
who dis?
Yeah, who is the bond with? That's a great question, Amanda.
Well, you
Anthony,
could also
whatever,
modify a previous bond.
whatever
well.
card you're discarding, Amanda or I could pink up.
Okay.
Because you've got 4, right?
I do. And I'd have to drop one immediately, right?
Yep.
Okay, cool. What should be the description of my relationship with Cat?
You've got so many options.
Ew.
Wow, you think about it. I'm going to add Beloved of Briar, who was the boy from the towers.
Oh,
Oh, I was wondering what was going to happen with that.
Briar.
We get
I'm
a
glad you're
Briar
bringing
in the
Briar
city.
back.
Sick. Okay, I'm gonna drop Song of the Umbra, which I guess I've had this card in my hand a long time. I think this comes from the ships.
Oh, yeah.
I think it's the
yeah.
like the crowds and the fighting and anger. I think that's what it is. Unless anybody
So
else
here's
remembers.
something cool. I'm not picking it up.
That's cool.
Yeah. Yeah. I think it slips through your fingers like so many grains of sand.
Cool. I'm assuming you're not picking it up, Amanda.
I mean,
Amanda ain't even know what we're talking about.
I'm thinking about my own shit.
Yeah, you deal with your situation.
Leave
Song
me
of the Umbra?
alone.
I
Song
don't
of
even
the Umbra.
remember the song of the Umbra.
All
Yeah, I'm not
good,
picking that
Amanda.
up. I'm not picking that up. Sorry, no bites from me.
Yeah, we're all good.
Sorry.
Okay. Either of you know your
Yeah, I think I'm gonna. Okay, I wrote down soulmate
What's-
of Cat. Yeah,
Ooh, I like it.
yeah, I think that's
Sure.
fine.
I don't think that has to be implying anything.
Yeah.
It doesn't have to be anything spicy.
I didn't think it
can
necessarily had
just
to be
be-
romantic, but then I was thinking about what it implied about Sweetgrass and what that relationship was. But I think no, it's right. There are many different
No,
colors
you
of
can have
relationships.
multiple soulmates and maybe Sweetgrass with something else and maybe Cat's your soulmate. That's also fine. I'm not going to judge you.
Thanks.
No problem.
I appear to be
got you,
too
Papa.
old and have too many connections, and they can no longer all display.
Yeah, that'll happen.
You've
That's-
lived too long.
You've lived too long
You
now.
have so many connections.
Your connections
love it.
outnumber your capability.
I'm gonna move business partner to the bottom.
Yes, that makes sense. That's well and truly dusted, isn't it?
I hope I live to see at least some of the City of Winter. We'll find out.
I don't know that you need, like, when we see us, we'll be older. Though I did take care to make us age during that session a little bit more.
Did yeah.
Yeah. So they wouldn't be quite so
I'm excited for that roll at the beginning. That'll be
Can I
harder every time.
just change one of mine again? Is that
Ooh,
sure? If that's your vibe, you live your best life.
cool?
Yeah. It's our game.
Yeah, I think that sounds fun.
I'm gonna say Guardian of Apricot.
Okay, nice.
Because I took the Oath of Stone.
That you did.
I did.
And that's the final thing that we do here, I think, right?
That's true. Yeah, that's the final thing
That's
that we
it.
do here.
Next week, we will come back and we will see what it means to be working in Glowtown. I actually don't know, but I do have suspicions. But we will all find out together. Just to remind you, currently the board looks like this.
Nothing.
And there are some extra rules in the book about city player stuff, so I'm not sure what we do here. But we will.
Should we move our stuff down?
Move it to where? Move it to what are you talking about?
Winter.
I put my token near and seek work in Glowtown because that's where we are.
What an interesting place to put your token.
Wait, where
I
is
think
our things?
What? Oh, it's just Glowtown. It's in Glowtown.
Is this the thing where I accidentally flipped the scroll?
Oh no. I'm just getting things, just moving things to the right place for.
Where to go?
Oh, I need that. I need.
Yeah,
to
no,
know
you'll
who
have
I
that.
am.
You'll have that. You'll have that.
And
He's stealing our tokens now,
safe?
guys.
Do you know which cards are mine?
Oh yeah.
There's
Well, I
my
haven't moved yours.
token.
Yours are actually the only ones I
Don't
haven't
lose
moved.
my token.
I actually haven't moved yours. I somehow I actually can't. Maybe you.
Oh,
maybe,
good. They're safe.
Walked it on him.
Cheeky bastard.
You can't move her
Maybe
token.
because I have one
I can.
select. Maybe because I had one card selected.
Oh, I see.
Now you might be able to if you need to move them. Okay, well, I'm going to trust that you know all the things. And wow, okay, so something crazy is going to happen next week. So make sure you guys tune in for that.
Make sure you tune into that. Amanda,
I don't know what it is. Sounds nuts.
Do you have any things that you want to let people know about before next week?
I just want to let people know I'll be streaming on Thursday. If you want to catch some Slay the Spire 2, that's what I'll be doing on Thursday.
I didn't know you played the first one.
Yes.
Sick game.
It's really good. And the Slay the Spire 2 is really good, even though it's still early access. It's amazing. So we're going to be playing some more Slay the Spire 2, which I haven't played without you guys. So I'm still only on Act 2 of my first playthrough. So let's get more than that so I can get to the new characters, please. So we're going to be doing that. And then Friday we'll be doing that. And then Sunday I'll be doing a co-working stream. I'll have videos up for you on YouTube. Check it out. Also, make sure that you follow all the people I said earlier. Follow Ash, follow Taryn, follow Daz, follow these lovely folks. who I played with, who I've played games with online. They're all cool. And is there anything else you guys want to plug? That's all I have. I've talked too much. Some would say.
I am currently playtesting a game called Flesh Heart about a group of simulacra that are so close to being human, but only one of them will retrieve the body and inhabit it. More on that as it develops, but it is in
Can we play that
playtesting.
with 3 people?
Probably. It's going to be play tested for the first time on Saturday.
Whoa.
For anybody who is interested in getting updates on my games, free beta testing, as if it's not helpful to me if you play my games.
Oh, wait. When you say you're playtesting, you mean you have designed a game that you are currently playtesting?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I didn't understand. This is important news.
This is one of mine.
Yeah, it's
Wait,
your
tell me
game.
the thing again. Because I was like, someone else designed this. I don't care. No, Kurt designed it. No,
Yeah,
this is my favorite game
such
designer.
I feel like it's such a Kurt game, honestly. Sounds so good.
What's it called again?
Flesh Heart. It has an awkward little classically it started as a half joke and now it's not a joke at all and is very sad. What I was going to say is if you are interested in hearing about the games that I'm working on, in getting early access to them, getting behind the scenes, little glimpses of what it looks like to design and develop games like this, feel free to sign up for my newsletter. I promise it's interesting and weird and doesn't come that often. It's at buttondown.com/Kurt.
And if you click the link in the bio, it also, that's Kurt's Smoldering Lighthouse where you can get all of his games. But also at the top of the page, there's a link to the letter archive. So you can check it out if you want to go back and see about other things as well. Is that right?
Nice.
Yeah, that is right.
Cool. So check it out. Also, you can sign up for the newsletter there too. So
that's true.
Yeah.
Now, I actually can't do the thing that I've been doing with all the other things for Amanda's cards, which means that we will start next session with Amanda getting a very specific instruction that will be a big surprise to her. So everyone, please tune in next week, ?
That's exciting.
For our next session of City of Winter.
Amazing. And if you are in the mood right now for more TTRPGs, I suggest you head over to The Onyx Path on Twitch, which is currently playing Trinity Continuum, which I think is an older game. But it was one game that they publish and release, and it's kind of a cool, it's in the storytelling system, kind of similar to World of Darkness, apparently. Looks cool. They've just got a few viewers over there, so if you want to go join them, that would be pretty fun.
Let's do it.
There are adult themes and that sort of thing, so if you have sensitive eyes and ears, maybe it's not for you. But I think it looks fun. So head on over there if you need some more TTRPGs in your life, and we will maybe see you next week. Bye.
Bye, everyone.
Keep waving. Keep waving.